what it is. Your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Um, we're gonna try this again. I don't know what happened previously with the feed, but I went ahead and reset it. I didn't do anything outside of normal, so I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna get into it. Week 16, NFL Week 16. Did your team win? And I'm just letting you guys file in here, and we're gonna see what's going on. See how this thing is working out. Now I see comments. What's up, Los? I don't know what happened, man. That was crazy, man. I've never had that happen before. Where I've logged in and I couldn't see anything. Luckily, I got people that'll text me and let me know what's popping on your end, man. So according to what they said, there was something about it being kids content or something that it came up. So it might have been an error on YouTube's behalf because I have the same settings. Every time I go live, the settings are the same. So at least I see my boy Los on here. I see my girl Tanya on here. I see my boy Pinky on here. Okay, so we good. It's fixed. Thank you. Do that, you guys. Let me know because I don't know what the hell's going on. All I know is I was talking and I wasn't seeing shit. So it must have been an error on YouTube's behalf, and it is what it is. But hey, we're good now. We're good. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, those four words. Did your team win? Did your team win? Let's start with my team, the Las Vegas Raiders. Did we win? Hell no. Hell no. Raiders didn't win at all. Raiders didn't win shit. And it was bad. But we could talk about that. Let me just say something to you guys about last night. Those of you guys who missed last night's live might have been the greatest live in the history of this channel. I was on 4 hours and 50 minutes last night consecutively. After the game, for almost 5 hours, we were on here and it was still going on. Like I had to cut it off, man. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, man. My wife is like, it's Christmas now. Are you gonna stay on all night? And I'm like, man, I'm tired. So I got off. I had to wrap presents for my son and do some stuff. So if you missed last night's Raiders, Steelers post game show, if you're at a job, like a place where you can work and you can have the headphones on or some shit, like you can listen to shit while you work or whatever, you need to fucking listen to that shit because that shit was incredible. When I got off, we still had about 90 people. We still had about 90 people on here. Okay. So I ain't going 5 hours tonight. I'm telling you guys now, I'm not going 5 hours tonight, dog. Put your questions down. Let's get to it, man. It's Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody out here, man. You know what I'm saying, man. You know, here at the Shack's residence, we don't, when it comes to Christmas, we don't bullshit. Christmas is serious business, dog. Like, Christmas is super important in my family. Always has been, bro. It's even more important than your birthday. Like your birthday, you'll get, birthdays is celebrated. We celebrate birthdays. We're not a family, don't celebrate birthdays. We celebrate birthdays, but for the birthday, we make it the birthday month. We don't have a birthday. We have a birthday month. So we celebrate all month for the birthday. So it's like the beginning of the month, all the way through. Then when it hits your birthday, we turn up and then we go all the way to the end. Christmas is you get way more shit for Christmas than your birthday. Birthday, you're gonna get something. You're gonna get like one thing. It could be a trip, like my wife, when I had my big birthday, my wife took me to London and Paris for the first time. And then for her big birthday, I took her to Rome, Paris, London, Italy. I took all over Italy, Florence, Pisa, and then I took her to Barcelona. So that was a whole gift. But Christmas, shit. Man, we got gifts that we haven't still arriving by Amazon. Amazon is still duh, 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 duh. So we don't play when it comes to that. But last night's live was my gift to the unfiltered fam, the unfiltered nation. That was your gift. Okay, go back and check that shit out. So let's get to the questions, man. I hope you guys got some good things to say. There was a lot of motherfuckers shit that got exposed today, and I want to address. So let's get to it, man. Let's pop it off. Let's get going, man. Once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. You know what I'm saying? Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you guys don't celebrate, it's just another day for y'all. Okay. And that's what it is. Let's get to it. Okay. Carlos Sanchez, let's go. That's right. Tanya says, okay, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. You know, I really like your energy. I really like the fact you come over here and contribute. Little Pinky in the house. I know Little Pinky happy, man. His Vikings is winning. Okay. Brian says it's fixed. Yes, sir. Stephen Gomez, Bill Holloway. Hey, Bill, that meal looked pretty good, dog. You know what I'm saying? You might need to send some of that shit through the internet, dog. I saw that those pictures you sent me of your food was good. Okay. Julio Barrera in the house, man. Ruben Nava in the house, man. What's good, Mr. Shaq? Shout out to you and your family and holidays. Shout out to everybody, dog. You know what I'm saying? We're not a kind we're not kind in this world. Nine times out of ten we're assholes, and any other thing you could think that's negative. But during the holidays, man, at least let's take a break and try to be nice to each other, man. But some motherfuckers you can't be nice to no time. Okay, you still gotta call them whatever you gotta call them and shit. Trust me, I did it last night. It was Christmas Eve. I was calling people crazy names and shit. Okay. Lil Pika said, dang, Broncos got smoked tonight. Hey, man, like I say, man, people want to laugh at the Raiders, but I don't want to be the Broncos. People talk about Derek Carr's trash. I don't want Russell Wilson. Like, there's always somebody doing better than you, dog. And that's something that you will learn as you get older and shit. Okay. You will always find out that no matter how bad your shit is, you talk to enough people, you'll find out that your shit, you be like, man, I'll take my situation every day and four times on Sunday compared to that person's shit. And I don't give a fuck how we lost to the motherfucking Steelers and shit. I don't care. We lost by 3 points. Man, I was watching that shit. Baker Mayfield was straight roasting them. They got the, I mean not Baker Mayfield. It was Baker Mayfield. I don't know I think it was. I can't even remember. Yeah, it was Baker Mayfield. Man, they were roasting the fuck out of them, dog. I mean, whipped their ass. Okay. And Russell Wilson, he threw 3 interceptions. Okay. So all the people that's telling me about Derek Carr, I'm like, hey man, there's a bunch of people that threw multiple interceptions. We're gonna talk about that later on. So yeah, that's what it is. Jesse Merle said, I was just saying YouTube for kids. Hey dog, I don't know how that happened, bro. I don't know how that happened. My shit is automatically set up for an adults. So something must have happened when I went live. It must have, I don't know, dog. It's Christmas. Anything can happen. Okay. The elements used on the island shipwrecked. Hey, dog. Hey, I'll be shipwrecked on the island with a cell phone, a motherfucking microwave and shit. When I'm on the island shipwrecked, there'll be a Whole Foods there. Shit. I ain't never gonna be without. Regardless, I could have just went ahead and went to bed. I would be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. I've been up since early this morning. Brian said Baker Mayfield destroyed the Broncos. Hey man, makes Baker Mayfield look a lot better that he did it to another team and not us. Because every time something happens with the Raiders, I think it's overhyped up. I think people put a lot more mustard on it because it's us, man. But when other teams fucking get blasted, they don't say shit. I just noticed that, dog. They don't keep that same energy. Okay. Pete Earl says it hurts being a Raider fan. That's part of the contract, bro. When you sign up for Raider Nation, you have to sign up for hurting, bro. Injuries are a part of Raider Nation. Always has been. You know what I'm saying? Even when we was winning Super Bowls, we got, like I said, the most devastating situations have happened with the Raiders. And you don't pick the Raiders because you want to have a comfortable fandom. Okay. Having a comfortable fandom don't have shit to do with being a Raider fan. And that's what these guys don't. They think that since they have patronized the fan base for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 35 years, I'm going to say under 40. No matter how long you've cheered for the Raiders, man, the Raiders don't owe you shit. Okay, they don't owe you no fucking Super Bowl because you've been rooting for them and buying motherfucking hats and jerseys and the little miniature helmets and all that shit you guys do and wearing the colors and taking the abuse from all the other fans and seeing teams that never won Super Bowls win Super Bowls and shit. Man, us fans that's been fans longer than 40 years. My boy Bill Holloway's an OG. We went to high school together. Man, even back then, the Raiders had immaculate receptions, had motherfucking fucked up calls, see your hands, holy rollers. We've had all kinds of shit, crazy shit. Okay, and we finally won. We held to our ground and fucking won the first Super Bowl, and then we won three more in the next 4 years. I mean, two more in the next 4 years, and we ain't won shit since, bro. So anytime anybody tells me, "Hey, man, Derek Carr's been the quarterback for 9 years," that's long enough. I'm like, man, shit. The Raiders didn't win a playoff game 12 years before he was drafted, but your ass was too busy trying to figure out how you was motherfucking gonna get potty trained to even know that Raiders, when he got drafted, we were a 12-year drought for playoff wins. Okay, at that point, on top of the 9 years he's been in the league. So that's what it is, man. Being a Raider fan is part of the contract, bro. You know, if you're looking for people aren't looking for pain, don't pick the Raiders. Okay, do not pick. I would advise it if you are looking for an easy fandom where you can walk around, pop your collar, be happy that y'all making the playoffs every year, y'all in the hunt every year. Be a Chiefs fan. Be a Buffalo Bills fan. Pick a team that's in the playoffs every year. Don't pick the Raiders, dog. Only pick the Raiders if you're built for it. And a lot of people, I'm noticing, a lot of fans are cracking. A lot of fans are cracking, bro. They're cracking. They're cracking around the edges, bro. They're falling apart. Okay. Even some of my OG friends they're falling apart, bro. They can't take it anymore. I'm just like, well, hey, nothing I can do for you. I can't help you. But people like myself, people like my boy Bill Holloway, we're not cracking. God. Unknown Raider guy says, man, Matthew, huge rumor news. Carol Davis says she wants Tom Brady and match anything to keep Jacobs. Carol Davis. Okay, Al Davis's wife. Here's the thing about that. Carol Davis, Mark Davis's mom, I've never in my lifetime, and like I said, I've been a Raider fan since '74. I've never saw Mrs. Davis, and I'm gonna give her that respect. I've never heard of Mrs. Davis ever having anything to do with her handling business. I've never. Now she might, she married to Al Davis. Okay, so I know she's a brilliant person, much respect. But I've never heard her have a hand in anything that had to do with football operations or anything of that nature. But Mark Davis doesn't own that team by himself. Mark Davis doesn't own the Raiders by himself. Okay. If his mother is in on this situation, that is serious business, bro. I don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna tell you from somebody who grew up in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum and has followed this team as a Raider Nation fan and member, three cities, not one, not two, but three. If Mrs. Davis, I'm not gonna call her Carol, if Mrs. Davis is pushing buttons, those buttons are gonna definitely be pushing, and they're definitely gonna happen, bro. As far as Tom Brady's concerned, I don't think Tom Brady's gonna be available. Look at what's going on. Why would Tampa just let him walk away? He just won just a couple of minutes ago. So Tampa Bay has the advantage as far as signing him, you know. But if Mrs. Davis is saying that, and I don't know what your source is, man, but please put your source down. But I haven't heard that. Okay. Tanya says, not much. Christmas was a little hard on her sister. Hey, thank you, Tanya. Hey, you know what, Tanya? Let me tell you something. I totally understand where you're coming from. Christmas is the hardest day of the year for me. Okay. I lost somebody very important on Christmas. Okay. And to get through the holidays, with those kind of things that have occurred in your life or what's going on in your life right now, it takes a lot of strength to go through that, because you tell yourself that everybody else is having a great Christmas or everybody else is doing this and everybody. Nah, there's a lot of people who are doing stuff that you know they're not going to let you see. Nobody's going to let you see their them in a weak state. There's a lot of people who just in bad situation. All I do is wish you peace, tranquility. God bless you, and you're gonna get through it. Your Christmas is over now, so damn near, depending on where you are in the country. So it's one day, but whatever it is going on with you, Tanya, you strong. You're gonna get through it. Trust me. You stronger than whatever is ailing you. You're stronger than that. But I trust me. I know how it feels. Trust me, I do. Okay. Big Time Willie says the Raiders still in the playoff hunt. That's the funny part, bro. Still, they're not mathematically eliminated. Anything can happen. Miami lost today. Miami got their asses whooped. And once again, man, all these people who keep telling me all these quarterbacks are better than my quarterback, Derek Carr. I see them throwing interceptions. Okay, Tua Tagovailoa threw 3 picks today. Derek threw 3 picks yesterday. Russell Wilson threw 3 picks today. Tom Brady threw 2 picks today. Throwing interceptions is starting to become commonplace. Quarterbacks are not getting through games without throwing picks. So when all these guys keep telling me about throwing interceptions, you got to understand, man, that these cornerbacks and the way that these guys are being aggressive to the football and the way that it's being played now, they're not calling all these pass interferences and all this kind of stuff anymore. So the defensive players are doing a lot of holding, getting away with it. They're doing a lot of coming to the ball before it comes. They're not getting calls. Balls are being bobbled in the air, and these cornerbacks are getting interceptions. So you're going to see a lot of players that are going to have interceptions. I know you look at Patrick Mahomes. A lot of times you'll see him having three touchdowns and an interception. I think he threw 2 yesterday too. So throwing interceptions is starting to become commonplace. But a lot of these guys, they fixated on an interception and not points off of turnovers. But that's above people's pay grade. Jesse Merrill says, man, no questions about the Raiders besides what the fuck. We're the Raiders, bro. We're the Raiders. Okay. Bryce, I can't believe Miami folded to Green Bay, Shaq. That was too funny. Hey, man, that's what happens, bro. You walk in there and think your shit don't stink, bro. It's like anything else on the street, man. How many times have you seen a cat, talk about he's gonna beat this guy's ass, and you're like, man, I feel sorry for homie, man, but I'm gonna be there to see him get fucked up. And then when the fight comes, the dude that was thinking he got it in the bag got his ass whooped. I've seen it plenty of times. I've been on the end of me being the guy who was supposed to get their ass whooped, and I wound up beating somebody's ass. So that's what it is. You can never underestimate somebody. You have to be fucking ready. You challenge somebody, bro, you got to be ready to play. That's it, man. You can't fucking come in there and saying anything. Oh, this team, oh, they're this, that, and the third. Oh man, they're sorry. Oh man, they're depleted. Oh, they got a second string quarterback. Oh, they got a rookie. All this, that, and other. Man, shit, motherfuckers are trying to win. And guess what? They got a future Hall of Famer that got busy today. And they made Miami look bad, dog. And that's what it is. Okay. Real Unready says, man, Matthew, if you were Raider GM, what would you do to make the team elite next season? First thing, if I was the GM, okay, let me preface in saying I could say legitimately what I can do and what I'd like to do. Because I'm going to tell you this shit right now. Dave Ziegler is the GM. But if Dave Ziegler says I'm firing my best friend, Josh McDaniels, he's not going to be able to do that because Mark Davis is going to say, no, you're not firing him. Okay. So in a perfect world, if I came in and Mark Davis said, Shaq, you are the GM of this team, you could do whatever you want. You got carte blanche. Okay. I got carte blanche. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Okay. So I'm going to do it 2 ways. First way, first thing I do, Josh McDaniels, you fired, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm getting rid of him. I'm bringing in Sean Payton. I'm gonna trade assets to the Saints to get Sean Payton to be my coach. That's the first thing I'm doing. I'm getting Sean Payton. Okay. Second thing I'm doing is I'm motherfucking signing Josh Jacobs, bro. That's the second thing I'm doing. Okay. Signing Josh Jacobs. Third thing I'm doing is in the draft, I'm going to move up in the draft and I'm going to get close enough to see if whether or not I can get me a quality quarterback in the first round. I'm going to try to move up, trade whoever I got, get rid of assets, do what I got to do to try to move up. Not maybe the first and second pick, but maybe I can get in the top 10 and try to find me a replacement quarterback, bro. Okay. The next thing I would do is I would motherfucking deplete my secondary. Okay. My secondary, Nate Hobbs, I don't have to worry about because he's still in a rookie contract. I get rid of all those bums, bro. Morig's gone. Motherfucking Mighty Mouse, Danny DeVito, aka Amik Robertson's gone. All them motherfuckers is gone. Get rid of them. Okay. And lastly, get that offensive line. Notice that I didn't say get rid of Derek Carr. I'm not getting rid of Derek Carr till I have somebody, a replacement to bring somebody in. Okay, that's the next thing. Now, what I'd realistically do, man, I wouldn't be able to fire Josh McDaniels, obviously, because Mark Davis doesn't want to pay a quarterback, another coach that he has to pay. Every time you fire a coach, you have to pay a coach. That's what Raider Nation don't get. Fire everybody and still pay people. We already got to pay John Gruden. John Gruden still is owed $60 million by the Raiders. That's what these stupid motherfuckers don't get. Just because he's not the coach doesn't mean we don't owe him money, bro. That's like anything else. You ever left a job or ever got fired from a job? Guess what you expect? Your last check. Don't matter whether or not you got caught stealing boxes on your day off. Don't matter if your motherfucking ass was just left the door open and they came and they stole all the inventory. The bottom line is when you leave your job and you get fired, they still have to pay you for your job. They still got to pay you for your work. They don't get to say, well, you know what? Your ass got fired. We don't have to pay you. But Raider Nation thinks since John Gruden got fired, pretty much told to leave, he doesn't get his last check, which is $60 million. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He has to pay him. And then you get rid of Josh McDaniels. Guess what you have to do? You have to pay him his last check, which is what? His entire contract. So that's two coaches that you have to pay. But if Mark Davis tells me I can do whatever the fuck I want, I'm getting rid of Josh. I'm getting rid of him. But with that being said, in the real world, keep Josh McDaniels. Obviously, sign Jacobs. Still try to find assets to draft a quarterback replacement for Derek Carr, and fix the offensive line and get rid of the secondary. So pretty much everything else. So that's what I would say, bro. Okay. Brian said, "Merry Christmas to the fam." Thank you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to this entire family, bro. We are almost at 4,000 subscribers, you guys. We are right there. We're going to be celebrating the 4,000 subscribers, man. Like I said, I remember when I had 200 on, I couldn't get past 200, bro. I couldn't even get past 200. It'd be like one day I have 201, next day I have 198. Like, I kept putting videos up. I kept fucking grinding, and now we're at almost 4,000, bro. Trust me, we're going to hit 4,000 this week. Okay. Stephen Gomez says, last night was epic content. Stephen Gomez was on here. I admire what Josh Jacobs said about his feelings about the game. Those of you guys who did not see my video talking about what Josh Jacobs said after the loss last night, he said, in his exact words, he said it's bullshit. He said that the offense definitely is not doing what they need to do. The defense did what they needed to do. We were running the ball. We went away from it. He looked very frustrated. He looked very fucking tired. He says, I'm tired of coming to work. Everybody, we're busting our asses to have these kind of outcomes. He was mad, bro. He was mad in a motherfucker. And guess what? He was right. And now people are scared shitless. Now, oh man, we're gonna lose Jacobs and all this, that, and the other. Hey man, like I said before, bro, there's no guarantee that Josh Jacobs was gonna be back anyway. He's a league leading scorer. He's gonna have a good career wherever he goes. He's getting paid. He knows now. No matter what the Raiders decide to do, if Josh and Dave decide to hose him and don't motherfucking franchise tag him or give him a long-term deal, he's going to go somewhere and clean up. Josh Jacobs is going to be a very rich young man regardless. But is he going to be a very rich young man with the Raiders? We don't know, bro. We got two Patriots running the Raiders. We don't have Raiders running the Raiders anymore. Okay? We have Patriots running the Raiders, which is why we're playing the way we're playing, bro. These guys, man, Josh McDaniels, what he did last night, bro, it's like, it just seems to me like he wants to be in the top 10 in draft picks, man. Because come on, dude, you don't do what you just did. And Patrick Graham, he just fucking gives people lanes to throw the football. I don't get it. But hey, these guys are not Raiders, bro. Okay, the DC is not a Raider. The motherfucking OC is not a Raider. The motherfucking coach is not a Raider. The GM's not a Raider. Guys ain't Raiders, bro. And that's what it is. That's why we're looking the way we're looking. Okay, not Raiders. Tony Dale says always the Dolphins fold like a cheap tent. Hey, bro, I was rolling. I was laughing, dog. Tua out there looking like a shell of himself. And I've had people tell me, hey, man, I'd rather have Tua Tagliavola. I'm like, hey, okay, keep saying that, bro. Okay, till they put your uniform on. Bill Holloway with the $5. Thank you, Bill. $5 dono. I was watching the game today. DC was overthrowing. Lack of JJ use. Foster was pulling a Waller. And we just don't play like the team wants to win. Josh Jacobs is going to gut our team, bro. He's going to get rid of these guys. Like I said last night, Bill, I know you, my boy Bill Holloway, man, he was at work listening to us on work. And then on the way home, he's like, damn, Shaq, you still on? So he actually got off work and was listening to us all the way home. We were still on. 5 hours is a long time to talk. Okay. I didn't have no water, no food, nothing. I was just on here just spitting game. But yeah, you gotta look at the elements, man. The Raiders are a pampered football team. They play in a climate controlled stadium. They practice in a climate controlled facility, and they were out there in that wind, bro. They didn't know what to do. That damn ball was fluttering around, blowing all over everywhere. It was flying, it was lifting up. DC was missing people because of that wind and whatever else, and he was playing bad. And that's what it is, dog. Hey, should have ran the football. Running the football would have solved all that shit. How many interceptions did Derek Carr need to throw? Why are you fucking keep putting it in his hands to throw the football when he's already showing that the ball's gonna go in the team that has the black jerseys' hands that ain't the Raiders? Man, pan the ball off to Josh Jacobs. He's the leading rusher in the NFL for a reason, bro. That damn 33-yarder he broke is exactly what he's talking about. But guess what? Foster Moreau, being Foster Moreau, bobbling the football, grabbing people's face masks and shit. Look, man, those of you guys who don't understand, if you've never played tackle football before on a team, man, there's no reason. You're holding somebody's fucking face mask, bro. Every time I see somebody's face mask and it's on longer than a second, you're holding it. There's no way. There's nothing on a uniform that feels like a face mask, bro. It's the only piece of steel you're going to feel because those face masks aren't fucking plastic like back in the days. They're metal, okay? They have rubber on the outside and they're metal. So when you touch them, you know you're touching something that's metal. So if you put your hand on it and you get and you don't take your hand off, you're fucking grabbing him by the face mask, bro. And Foster Moreau, that's what he was doing. I'm like, dude, why are you grabbing his face mask? The dude is not even in position to get JJ. JJ's already bent the corner already. Why are you holding this motherfucker's face mask? Because, man, can't block. Obviously. God. Agoria Aguilar was going on, big dog. Lil Pinky said, where's Dr. Van? Hey, Dr. Van definitely, much shit as he was talking last night, Pinky, he better bring his ass in here. What's up, Carla? No, our team did not win. Have a Merry Christmas. Hey, I had a wonderful Christmas. There was nothing better seeing than my son open up all his gifts and shit. Like I said, we had Amazon coming in from everywhere. I mean, he got presents from all his uncles and aunties and family friends, and everybody was sending. And he got a fucking shit ton of money. I got to go put in his account. So I was like, shit. My brother, my son came up. He came up, dog. I'm like, damn. It was good to have people that love you, man. So, hey, it was good for me. Okay. Corey Gargan said, happy holidays. Robert Benjamin, no, my team did not win. And I still don't want Brady. I don't think Brady's going to be available. Brady's still a cash cow, and he's playing well enough, bro. I don't see why they would let him walk away unless he doesn't want to sign with him and shit. And I've already told you, Tom Brady is a divorcee now. Tom Brady is not a married man. Tom Brady's a single man, bro. Okay? His kids are at an age where they know, where's my daddy? He's got daughters. He's got sons. They all live in Florida and shit. He wants to be close to his kids. Why would he go all the way to Vegas to fucking play for the Raiders, who don't have an offensive line, who don't have a motherfucking sense of identity enough to even fucking have enough pride to hold a lead? If I was Tom Brady, I wouldn't be thinking about no motherfucking Raiders, to be honest. If I was, I'd be like, man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. When I wanted to come to the Raiders, John Gruden shitted on it. Why would I come and play for you guys? But if he comes, most so be it. Anybody that's the quarterback of my team, I'm rooting for, bro. I root for mine, bro. I root for mine. So if Tom Brady comes to the Raiders, I guarantee you I'll be rooting for him. Shit, whoever's my quarterback, I'm putting hope and belief that they'll do something because that's what I'm supposed to do. Why am I rooting against my own quarterback? I don't do that, but like a lot of people in the nation does that. Carl Jenkins says Brady, hell, he's older than George Blanda. Shit, George Blanda was playing till he's 48. George Blanda was a monster, but he was also kicking the football and shit too. Yeah, George, you seeing some shit right there, Carla. Jesse Merle says, Raider Nation, I'm used to my team, still used to the Raiders, still my football team. Man, I went to a lot of heartbreak, man. It's like it makes it. Somebody last night told me, they said, what did they say? They said, yeah, you OGs, you guys are just good with everything. You guys are good with losing. Man, I was laughing, bro. This dude said that we were good with losing. Like we were happy with how everything is going and we're not up in arms and stuff. And then I said this, bro. I said, have you ever seen your grandmother panic? And I just use that as an example. You can say your grandfather, whatever. Or have you ever seen the older man on your block, the OG, fucking get panicked by anything? Nah, do you know why? Because if you look at somebody who's an OG, like somebody who's older, like my father. Okay, my father's 80 years old. My father has been in war, bro, where his battalion mates was killed right in front of him, dog. Seeing his bunk mates in the barracks in the morning having chow with them, and then later on getting their fucking heads blown off in front of him. Okay, I never went through that. I never went and had my life on the line every day. I never had a whole country trying to kill me when I was in the country that wasn't the United States. I'm in somebody else's country. They're trying to fucking kill me every day. While I had a family in the States, while I had a wife and had 2 sons and shit, I'm over here motherfucking hoping I don't step on the landmine and my foot don't fucking blow off. That's why my dad doesn't panic about shit. That's because he's like, man, I've been in life-threatening situations. Okay? If you look at it from, like I said, you look at it from that standpoint, we aren't going to panic because we've seen every scenario. Like I was trying to tell him, as much as you guys really think Derek Carr's a big deal, he's not. I lived through way worse. I lived through the Jamarcus Russell era was worse than this. And I'm like, to be honest, we never even got close to doing anything. So many bad quarterbacks that I can name all the way down that I wound up naming them. So it's not that we are good with losing. We've been through every fucking thing, bro. We've done everything. We've done what you haven't done, which is win 1, 2, 3 Super Bowls, bro. We won 3. If you were born after 1983, you don't know how it feels for the Raiders to be champions. That's 40 years ago. And by next week, if you're under 40, you can't look at us and say why we're chilling, why we ain't fucking going crazy, why ain't we trying to fight, why ain't we burning Derek Carr's jersey, why aren't we doing all that? Because, dog, we've been here and we've been here and we've been here and we've been here and we've been here. We've been everywhere, all up and down the spectrum. If you took 1 to 10, we've been every number multiple times. We've been 10 3 times. We've been 9 motherfucking 3 times. We've been motherfucking 8 4 times. We've been fucking 0 fucking 4 times. Like come on, dog. Like, so that's what it is, bro. That's what it is, dog. Pete L said Raiders for life. That's right. Raider Trey, Merry Christmas, man. What's up, man? My boy Raider Trey's another one, man. Me and Raider Trey, Bill Holloway all went to high school together, and Raider Trey went to me in middle school. Man, we ain't going nowhere, bro. Can't get mad at us, man, because we're not going crazy like you guys. Okay. Jason Harris said, bro, we still have a half a chance. We do. Half a chance better than no chance. Okay, Bill always says, man, I always have a half regular quarterback and a stout defense. A hard-eating mofos made me look like football. We're correct. Jason says, Miami lost, we lose to, Chargers lose too. I hope we shock the 49ers. I'm going to that game. I'll be at the 49er game. Okay, I'm going. I haven't been to no game all year. I have saved my money. I ain't spending a fucking dime. I ain't bought a hat. I ain't bought a jersey. I haven't bought a motherfucking banner. I haven't bought a visor. I haven't bought shit. Ever since we lost to fucking Kyler Murray, I was like, I'm done. I'm not spending a cent on this team. I could see the writing on the wall, bro. We're gonna fucking tank this team and we're not gonna do shit. It just so happened we started playing pretty good and winning some games. But I'm going to the 49er Raider game, bro. I'm from the Bay Area, dog. I got motherfucking all the Niner homies are gonna be there. My Raider homies is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, bro. I'm gonna be telecasting and doing the show straight from the Death Star. I'll be there. New Year's Day, bro. Trust and believe that. I'm going. Okay. And if we happen to win, so be it. Because every time I go to the Death Star, we've won. I have never lost. I've never lost. Okay. Jesse Merle said, damn, I haven't heard Al Davis' wife in 40 years. Me neither. That's why I don't know if it's true. That's why I can't believe it. I've never known Carol Davis. You're talking about a 90 something year old woman, bro. You're not talking about somebody who's in their 50s. You're talking about a elderly woman who've never had any involvement in football operations as far as I know. But she could be that damn iron hand. Like she ruling from behind, like calling shots. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past Mrs. Davis. Okay. Jason Shahir saying just kidding about I don't know what you're kidding about. I don't know what you're talking about. Black and Silver. I can't pronounce that. Charles says Baker Elway was fired. Baker Elway. He was humming it. One thing about Baker Mayfield is that he has a fucking nice cannon arm. Like he throws a nice spiral, man, and he'll put it on you, dog. He'll throw with some heat. He definitely got an arm, bro. Okay. I think the NFC suits him better. I think that him being in the AFC North, where he had to deal with the Steelers and Ravens and Browns and I'm not Browns and Bengals. I think being in that condition, and now he's playing in the West Coast. He's playing in a pretty situational situation with the NFC West, playing for the Rams with no pressure. They're not going anywhere. He's not expected to win, and he's out there playing football, bro. I think he's rehabilitated himself, but he won't be on the Rams next year, bro. Matthew Stafford, unless Matthew Stafford retires, he ain't going nowhere. Okay. This Denver Phoenix game is going on right now, though. I don't know if you guys are watching that, man, but this NBA Phoenix and Denver game is off the hook. Dallas Cowboys says Shaq Attack gave Dallas Cowboys 5 hours last night. I'm not doing 5 tonight, dog. Okay. Mr. Emerald said, yo, Shaq, I just got done watching a Football Life Marcus Allen. It was amazing and sad. That's what I told you, bro. The Raiders woe started when Marcus Allen got traded to the fucking Chiefs. That was it, bro. We have not recovered. And guess why Mark Davis has done everything in his power to try to reconcile that situation with Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen had not. Al Davis died in 2021. I mean, 2011, and it had been 25 years before he even went to a game. Like he was not welcome at all. Okay, our greatest running back in the history of our franchise, even though Bo Jackson was a monster, but he wasn't the MVP of the league, and he wasn't the Super Bowl MVP like Marcus. So he's got to be second. With that being said, man, when Al Davis died, Marcus Allen actually came to Oakland and lit the torch, and he's been a fixture at the Raider games ever since. So that kind of helps us out in regards to fixing that. But until we win a Super Bowl, the curse is still on, bro. Randall Rice, surprised the Raiders don't have a better record. They have a pretty good roster, a lot of dogs on that roster. Can't wait with my Niners. I'll fare against them next week. Your Niners, man, it really shouldn't be anything that the Niners should have a problem with, because you guys have the number one defense in football. Look at what other teams have done to the Raiders who didn't have the number one defense in football. But you still got to play football, dog. You guys aren't undefeated. Anything could fucking happen. You guys can have a bad day, or we can have a good day. But regardless, I'm gonna go into the game. I'm gonna have a good ass time, bro. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do what I do. I love being in that stadium. The food is good, concessions, all that shit, and I'm in Vegas. I get to go to Vegas 3 or 4 days, dog. Go to the game. No pressure on me to worry about anything. have a good time, man, with my family, friends. I'm have fun, dog. Uh, Clyde Bishop said, how do you feel about your head coach? I don't like my head coach. He's a Patriot. I never wanted him. He wasn't anybody that I lobbied for. I remember when he coached Denver, he was bad. But I understand why he's the coach. You have to understand that the Raiders people who ask me these questions, especially Raider Nation people, you got to understand the Raiders are a corporate team now. We're no longer the team that plays in a raggedy ass stadium that's half baseball diamond and half football field, and the amenities and everything smells like the sewer in there. It smells like a straight toilet in that stadium, bro. It smelled like a toilet. The toilet sewer backing up on the field and shit. It's always been nasty like that, bro. Always. Bill can tell you. Trader Trey could tell you. Anybody that's from the Bay Area that's been a Raider fan longer than motherfucking 40 years, or even in the 90s, could tell you shit is fucked up, or the 2000s, or 2010s, or up to 3 years ago. So Mark Davis, after John Gruden did all that shit with the racial shit and the LBGTQ statements that he said on those emails, and you're in Vegas and you got a whole state that gave you a $2 billion stadium, just built it for you, bro. And you got Steve Wynn and you got MGM Resorts and you got motherfucking Caesars Resorts. Them motherfuckers want stability. Why are we gonna patronize your shit? Why are we gonna motherfucking put signage up in here? Why are we gonna, Caesar's Palace does the food concessions in the stadium. They're the ones that make the food. Like, why do we want to be in partnership with an organization that has a coach that's talking bad about saying racial shit, saying anti-gay shit, and then we have a wide receiver that done ran over and killed a lady and blew the car up and killed the dog and just fucked up. Mark Davis is like, I'm gonna bring somebody in here that you guys ain't gonna fucking say shit about. I'm gonna bring in the Patriots, somebody who I know you respect. I'm gonna bring in Josh McDaniels. Oh shit, you're bringing in Patriots? Yeah, we're gonna do the Patriot way here in Vegas. It's money. Okay, so, but he's not a good coach. But do you hear any of the sponsors complaining? No. We're complaining. Raider Nation is complaining. That the rest of the league's not complaining. No other team or no other fan base is complaining. They're enjoying seeing us be fucked up. They love seeing us lose that game last night. Only Raider Nation is mad. Mark Davis ain't mad. Mark Davis got more money he's ever had in his life. Okay? Darren Waller ain't mad. He's making rap albums. He's good. Josh Jacobs is pissed off. He don't have his money, and he's busting his ass for nothing. Okay, Davante Adams is mad. Why? Because he left the Packers, who are in the hunt, to come to the Raiders and do nothing, and not even get the football. So that's what it is, bro. I don't like him. Never have. But he's the coach, so I got to deal with it. All right. Henry Newsom. Seeing a lot of posts from Raider Nation wanting Brady and Rodgers. Man, they'll want anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? A hungry man wants a burger, bro. That's what it is, man. You know who don't want a burger? Somebody who eats steak and lobster every day, bro. Somebody that's drinking motherfucking top notch bubbly and shit and drinking top notch alcohol. They're not going to McDonald's. They're not going on a 99-cent menu. They're not going to get 99-cent tacos from Jack in the Box. Okay? They're desperate, bro. A lot of these people in Raider Nation are desperate, man. They're tired of it, man. They can't take it anymore. Okay? They hungry, bro. Shit. You give them a Reese's peanut butter cup and shit. Tell them to shut the fuck up. Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So, but the rest of us, dog, who have been eating caviar on the top of the hill, who understands what it is, it's like, I'll just wait, bro. When you know that you got a good meal on the way home, you're gonna pass up all these motherfucking restaurants and shit, these fucking drive-throughs, bro. You're gonna pass Carl's Jr. You're gonna pass Taco Bell. You're gonna pass Kentucky Fried Chicken. You're gonna pass all that because you know you got a big ass motherfucking steak, motherfucking the best red wine out there. You got lobster mac and cheese. You got motherfucking, it's like, After a while, bro, you can't eat like a kid and shit. Okay, if I eat what my son eats, man, my stomach gonna hurt all night, bro, because I don't have a palate for it. And that's what it is. That's why they're talking about Brady and Rodgers, and they're just tired of fucking rooting for a team that doesn't win. They don't have the stamina. And I understand it because if I was under 40 years old, I would not be a Raider fan, bro. If I was under 40, I would not be a Raider fan. Why? Because I probably would not have the mentality that I have. The Raiders were a champion when I was 9 years old, bro. I have fucking my team won a Super Bowl when I was in single digits. Like, I never had to go through what these guys have gone through. I've never had to fucking be my whole life fucking rooting for a team that never won shit. I don't have that problem. Okay? They do. So that's why they talking all this shit about who they want and all that. And then when they don't get them, they get mad. Like, it is what it is, bro. Some of us are steak and lobster motherfuckers, and some of us are motherfucking fried bologna sandwich people. God. James said Baker looking like Trent Green. Shit, Baker got busy. Okay. Um, Jason said here says I want a Minshew. Okay. I don't. I remember Minshew when he was playing in Jacksonville, bro. Like I said, man, these reclamation projects I don't want anything to do with. Like these guys who have been down and out and then they play good when they don't have any other reason to not play good are not my kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, some of you guys will wife a thought. Some of you guys would. She fine enough. And she might have ran through two or three of your homies, bro. But she done put it on you, and now you're trying to clean her up, dog. Now you're trying to say, well, hey, everybody has a past and shit. Yeah, everybody has a past, but shit, she has a past with the immediate click. That's the difference. Okay? Not me, bro. I didn't do none of that, dog. Yeah, there's plenty of my homies exes was trying to holler at me. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with you, dog. You done laid up with my nigga over here, this motherfucker over here. I can't fuck with you. And if I was gonna fuck with you, I damn sure ain't taking you nowhere. You guys want reclamation projects. Minshew and this guy and Baker Mayfields and all that. I don't want nobody who didn't succeed, bro. I don't want nobody that didn't succeed. Anybody that comes to the Raiders that's been a veteran quarterback is only with the Raiders because they have not succeeded with the team they're with. That's it. Brady leaves is because he's not succeeding with the team he's with. Rodgers leaves, that means he's not succeeding with the team he's with. Look at what happened with Russell Wilson, who everybody told me we needed to get. Russell Wilson was not succeeding with his old team, and he's not succeeding with his new team. I don't want them guys. Okay. Carl Deacon says, I'll sign you up to be GM, but I'd hire Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy is retired. He's I when I see Tony, even though I respect Tony Dungy and I see what you're saying, Carla, Tony Dungy is like he's kind of ancient with a lot of the stuff he says on the TV. Like when you listen to him, his commentary and what he talks about, I'm kind of like, dude, the time has passed you by, dog. You seem to be a little dated, you know. It's like Carl, I don't know if you remember. Remember when Bill, what's the name of the guy that was the Joe? What was his name? Who was the head coach of the Redskins? They won the Super Bowl, and then he retired, and then he became the stock car guy, where he had the race cars, and then he came back. I can't think of his name. Oh man, can't think of his name. You guys can put his name down. It's like when he came back, he didn't have it anymore, bro. Like Gruden. Gruden didn't have it when he came back. Okay. Bill always says, SP, Sean Payton's going to cost you 2 first rounders. Bill, I know that, Bill. But if somebody said, hey, man, Mark Davis told me, hey, I got carte blanche, I'm fucking giving up those 2 first round draft picks. That's just me. Claude Bishop says, Derek Carr's had 7 or 8 different offensive coordinators, and he's had about 5 different head coaches, bro. Let's name them. Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen, who was the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, drafted Derek Carr. You had him. You had Del Rio. Okay. You had Gruden. You had Bisaccia. You got Josh McDaniels. That's five motherfucking head coaches in 9 years. Not counting the OCs. Not counting the roster. More than half of his career with the Raiders, he's had different coaches, bro. Like I said, man, these guys know everything, but they don't know shit. Jason Harris says, once DC leave there, we will be fine. Can't get any worse than this year. That's lies. Guarantee you're under 40 years old. Guaranteed, bro. That's how I know. That's how I know just by what you said. It can't get any worse. It can. I've seen it. Do you know in 2014? This is why you're watching me. Do you know in 2014 when Derek Carr was a rookie? Do you know we went 0-10? 2014 was 9 years ago. We went 0-10 before we won a game, and you're telling me it can't get any worse? Memory's bad. Dennis Allen went 0-4, got fired by Mark Davis. Then we lost an additional 6 games after that. It was week 12 when we won a game, and you're telling me it can't get any worse. Like I said, man, you guys know what you're talking about. Okay. Jason here said DC should know all the officers by now. Hey, man. Hey, sounds like you a Kardashian, dog. It's like it's all you've been talking about. It's all you've been talking about. Like, Mr. Emerald says, you think Josh Jacobs will leave a race to go to a division rival? What loyalty does he need? Why wouldn't he not? Well, I wouldn't be mad if he did. Why? Why would Josh Jacobs be wrong to go to a division rival? Why? If I was him, I wouldn't go to a division rival because I would. If I was Josh Jacobs, I'd go to the NFC. I'd go to the Saints. I'd go to Atlanta. I'd go to a team like that because in the NFC, he's gonna fucking kill him. If Josh Jacobs leaves the AFC and he goes to the NFC, he's gonna act a fool. Because the NFC is not going to be able to deal with a running back from the AFC, bro. Look at all the best running backs in the league. They're all AFC guys. Look, the AFC has running backs. Not running backs by committee. Running backs. You got motherfucking Derrick Henry. You got Nick Chubb. You got Josh Jacobs. Man, you take these dudes and you put them on an NFC team. You put him on Tampa Bay. Look at Leonard Fournette and how much yardage he gets because he actually has blocking. Leonard Fournette ain't better than Josh Jacobs. You put Josh Jacobs behind Tom Brady down there and you watch Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs get 2,000 yards rushing, bro. If I was Josh Jacobs, I'd go to an NFC team in a heartbeat. I'd kill it. They're going to pay me. I'm going to have a line. I'm going to have a defense. And I went to Alabama, so I'm used to being in the South anyway. I wouldn't sign with no team in the AFC. West especially. What for? I'm not even trying to look at the Raiders if I'm him. I'm not even trying to fucking see the Raiders. You think I want to walk in the Death Star once a year? I don't even want to see you guys if I'm Josh Jacobs and I'm not a Raider. I done got a tattoo on my body with your logo on it and you shit on me, dog. If I was Josh Jacobs, I'd go to NFC in a heartbeat. You put him on the Eagles, see what he does. You put him on the Vikings, you see what he does. You put him on any NFC team, he's gonna ball, without question. You put him on you put him on Carolina, he's gonna ball, bro, all day. But so that's what I gotta say about that. Okay. James Walker, what's going on, James? Mark Emmett says Mark Davis should have hired Brian Flores as head coach and D'Amico Ryans as DC. And man, he should have hired Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is a Raider. Jim Harbaugh's first job after he retired from being a Bears quarterback was the quarterback's coach for the Raiders. Al Davis gave him his first job. Jim Harbaugh's a fucking Raider, bro. Jim Harbaugh, who coached the 49ers, is a fucking Raider. But nah, man, nah. It's not good enough. Corporate. Like I said, man, powers that be. Mark, you got to get somebody in here we respect. You got to get somebody in here we respect, bro. If not, hey man, we're not putting no more money in this bitch. God. Espo, what's going on? Espo, hey dog. Last night was epic, Espo. I'm still suffering behind that shit, dog. I'm still suffering, man. I went to bed like after 2, 3 o'clock. I helped my wife. We wrapped my son's presents and did some other shit, and then I fucking woke up at like 7. So I'm a mess. I'm tired and motherfucker. Um, uh, I'm Jason Shahir is here just trolling and shit. Tubby Child, what's going on, Tubbs? Hey man, Merry Christmas, bro. Um, Black Raider WP said John Morant running his mouth saying there's no threat in the West when they got beat down by Denver without Murray and my Warriors without Curry and Wiggins. John Morant, I love John Morant, man, but John Morant is a brash young dude who hasn't done anything enough yet to talk as much as he talks, but he's a brash young dude and he's box office. He's the most exciting player, young player in the NBA. But until he humbles himself, he's gonna have a problem. But it's hard to be humble when you're him, bro. It's hard to be humble. He is in a market where Memphis is not a big market. I got cousins out there. It's not a big market. He got his own signature shoe that's coming out. I'm gonna go get it. He's a bad boy, but he is a phenom. He's not a guy who is gonna do anything without help, man. His team is young. I like watching them. I like watching Memphis. Memphis is an exciting team, but when you play a real basketball team, bro, all this talking don't mean shit. And the more you talking, the more you lose, the worse you look. That's what that is, man. But yeah, I like Jaw, man, but Jaw spends a lot of time talking. Jaw said that he would cook Michael Jordan, bro, and I'm just like, all right, dog. I mean, you a bad boy, man, but let's not get crazy, dog. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he's not winning, so that's what it is. Okay. Wild Turkey was going on, big dog. James Walker, Merry Christmas to everybody. Espo said, if you could relocate any NFL team, what team would it be to where? If I could relocate an NFL team, let's see. Let me look across the country and see where there would be a good market for somebody to go. NFL is not like the NBA. The NBA has an obvious place that they need to have a basketball team, and that's Seattle. They need to bring back the Seattle Supersonics. You know what I mean, but in football, pretty much everywhere is pretty much located right. Unless I wanted to do an international team and wanted to do a Mexico City team, but that shit'll be too fucking hard to do because you got to deal with customs, you got to deal with cartel shit, you got to deal with a whole bunch of shit. So I don't think that'd be a good idea. But let me just think up the top of my head. Oakland don't deserve shit. That's out. Oakland don't deserve fuck nothing. Not in Oakland. They got the space, the facility, but they don't got the bureaucracy's fucked up. Nevada got something. Texas got 2 teams. Arizona got a team. Maybe San Antonio. But who would I transfer him to? What team? What market? Let's see. Who got a bad market? Who's a bad market team? Houston is a bad team, but they got a good market. Jacksonville has a good team but a bad market. Maybe move the Jacksonville Jaguars to the move them to they can still be in the AFC South. Move them to San Antonio. That's my answer. Jacksonville to San Antonio because Jacksonville's market is whack and they got a good young roster of people. So San Antonio, that's what I would do. Uh, Ricardo Green said, "Go Bills." Hey man, I wouldn't mind that, dog. I wouldn't mind that. I need to see Josh Allen do some shit because anybody other than the Chiefs, I don't want to hear them Chiefs people talk shit. You know, it could be them or the damn or Joe Burrow and them. I'd be happy with it. Yah was good in there. It was good, Yah man. Happy holidays. Espo says losing sucks, but I don't have to go too far. Go back. Aaron Brooks and Randy Moss 2-14. Like I said, Espo, these guys come in and the sky is falling. It can't get any worse. We're 6-9, bro. Most people said we weren't going to win 6 games. Like you look at ESPN, you look at their rankings, they say we were going to come last in our division. We're not last in our division. We're second to last in our division. We beat teams that we weren't supposed to beat, and they don't understand 2-14. Aaron Brooks and they don't understand that. They don't. Somebody right here just said it can't get no worse. When I just said shit, Derek Carr as a rookie was 0-10 before he won a game. They're not gonna say nothing. This is a good ass game right here, man. Phoenix and damn Denver's balling. It's a good ass game. Stephen Gomez says Carl's career physical with Mets is being questioned because of possible leg injury 16 years ago. Man, the Nets, the Mets, man, I was worried about them because I'm a Yankee fan. I was worried that they were getting ready to swipe my boy Aaron Judge. They were really trying to. Queens was trying to take the Bronx's best player. Man, the Mets wasn't playing. I talk every sport, as you have noticed. I'm getting basketball questions. I'm getting baseball questions. I talk everything, you guys. Politics, it don't matter. You looking at intellectual. I could talk about anything. Okay. Yaya said, "Dang Niners is gonna be fun watching with old buddies who's a fan." So he had so many Madden duels. Man, shit, man, Battle of the Bay, bro. Even though that's pretty much dead. Damn, Phoenix is balling, man. They're beating the shit out of Denver. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna go and have a good time, man. A lot of my Niner homies are like, "Yo, Shaq, I'm gonna be at the game. You gonna be there?" Yeah, nigga, I'll be there. We always say top or bottom of the heap doesn't matter. There's always something more important in life. We'll be on top again, and I'll still be there. Like I said, dog, our time is coming. When we win another championship, when we win our fourth Lombardi, and it's going to happen, when we do, nobody's going to be happier than the OGs. No matter how happy you guys are, you're not going to be as happy as us. Because we battled. We stuck it out. I mean, shit. I hear so many, I'm tired of this. I'm done with the Raiders. If they get rid of Khalil Mack, I'm done. If they get rid of Marcus Mariota, I'm done. I heard everything, bro. Man, if the Raiders leave Oakland, I'm done. Motherfuckers ain't done, bro. I remember everybody, they said that they was done, dog. We trade Amari Cooper to Dallas, I'm done. I've heard everything, bro. All these I'm done motherfuckers is wearing the same shit the next season. If Derek Carr comes in and he's the starter next year, I'm done. Leave, man. Ain't nobody worried about you being done. I'm not tripping if you done. I didn't ask you to be a member. Get the fuck out. You don't got to make an announcement. We don't care. We don't even know who you are, bro. Only reason why we're listening to you because you're saying it out loud. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Need you, bro. We was fans before you were here. We'll be fans while you here, and we'll be fans after you're gone. Just go, bro. You don't got to make an announcement, man. Like I always say, if you're at the party and at the club and the club is cracking, the bottles is flowing, the girls is getting loose, the music is cracking, you and your boys is motherfucking getting it in, everything is cool, everybody's with a notch, everybody's fucking popping a bottle, everybody's having a great time, DJ saying your name over the motherfucking microphone, yeah, you in the motherfucking house, and the motherfucker who's in the corner sipping on the ice water says, I'm done with this party. I'm leaving. Do you even hear him? No. No. Because you're too busy fucking having a good time. You don't hear the motherfucker that's complaining that something's wrong over in the dark over there in the corner talking to a manager. You're not even looking at him. It's the same thing with these people who tell me I'm done every year. Shaq, I don't know how you do it. I'm done. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Did I ask you to fucking stay? Leave. But they never leave, bro. Soon as we win, they're posting something. That's right, Raiders. Get your ass out of here, dog. Get out of here, dog. Raider Trey said, hey, Shaq, the Bay is rocking 49's paper to the Bay. Now, we're not even here anymore. Funny. Hey, man. We're not. Like, let them have it, bro. Like, let them have it, man. The 49ers are older than the Raiders. You know that, Trey. 49ers, their franchise, they're 11 years older than the Raiders. Raiders was 1960. I think their 49ers came in 1948 or something like that. They are a team that is, ooh, that was a nice dunk. Oh, my God. That was nasty. And let them have it, bro. I'd rather be where we're at now. I mean, shit, I love home, but shit, if you're not gonna give me nothing, bro, then I'm gonna find something else, dog. You ain't gonna give me shit. I'm out. Let them have it, dog. You know, I don't go home enough to get upset no more, Trey. I mean, shit, I just went home in June for the first time in 3 years that I haven't been home. Ain't no reason for me really to go home, dog. Shit, ain't nothing there. Nothing for there, my brother's there, but family, some family, but man, it ain't the same, man. Move on, bro. Okay. Drew said last Battle of the Bay was painful. Sitting in the stadium while Mullins carved us up was torture. I've never been to a Battle of the Bay. That's why I want to go to this one. Somebody I told my boy that today. He's like, what? I said, I've never been to a Battle of the Bay. I've never been to the Raiders and 49ers, period. I've never been to Raiders 49ers preseason games. I never went to the Battle of the Bay games. Because every time somebody said they had me, I didn't have season tickets. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't buy none because every time I tried to buy somebody fucking either too high, and at the time I wasn't how I am now, where I actually had some shit. And motherfuckers, I got you, Shaq. Hey man, you can go with us. And then man, sorry man, my dad sold the ticket. Hey man, blah blah blah. My baby mama's fat ass, ugly ass sister wants to go and shit. And I ain't man enough to tell her that I told you was going. So I never went. I never fucking went, bro. But I'm going this time. And I'm paying the full freight. I'm not getting motherfucking hooked up. It ain't no free ticket. It ain't no free nothing. I'm fucking spending money to go. I didn't go shit this year. No games. I saved up all my monies that I was going to use for going to multiple games, and I'm going to one. I'll be there. My first one. And it's Battle of the Bay for me. Fuck all of that. I'm from the Bay. The Raiders are from the Bay, and I'm going to still say it's Battle of the Bay while I'm there. Okay, and that's what it is. Okay, but I do remember Mullins fucking us up. Wild Turks, I'm 48. I come to realize a long time ago it's not worth getting pissed as a Raider fan. Well, why raise your blood pressure up, dog? But it's funny, man. Like I said, I got a lot of cats that, oh man, Denver is fucking coming back, hitting threes and shit. What a good ass game. A lot of people that me and Raider Trey and Bill Holloway went to high school with that are Raider fans. There's one place where all of them are at. These Kardashians or these motherfuckers are all on Facebook, and I see them, man. All they do is fucking post bullshit all day about how Derek Carr this, Derek Carr that. I'm through. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm this. I'm that. Just bitch and complain the whole time, dog. And I'm just like, I understand because a lot of them guys are around younger fans, like their kids are Raider fans, or they're around people at their job that's younger, and they're still in the Bay Area, so they have to deal with 49ers being successful, so they get ridiculed all the fucking time. Like I left the Bay Area 15 years ago. Shit, actually longer than that. It's been like 17 years, maybe 18. I left in 2005, so whatever how long that is. I think that's 18 years. Okay, I've been gone. So when I left as a Raider fan, I haven't felt that kind of pressure or vitriol towards the 49ers. Oh man, they just hit another three. Did they take the lead? Wow, 108, 107. Man, this is a beautiful ass game. You guys need to turn this game on. Denver and Phoenix on ESPN. Fourth quarter, man. They're just trading threes, man. Chris Paul. Bam, Chris Paul. Woo-hoo, this is a good ass game. But anyway, so yeah, the Battle of the Bay, man, I'll be there, dog. Even though it's not the Battle of the Bay, but I'm going. Okay. Rob Benjamin's question is, if I were playing for each other, some of these penalties should have never happened. A lot of these guys shouldn't even be in the positions that they're in, bro. Like, can you really get mad at Amik Robertson for fucking never stopping anybody catching anything? The dude is he's a Minnie Mouse. The dude is Danny DeVito. The dude is Gary Coleman. The dude is Webster. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker's a short guy out there catching against guys that are my height, 6'2". Motherfucker 6 foot, 5'10". This dude is motherfucking 5'3". Okay? Mini me running out there trying to do something. Some of these guys shouldn't even be positioned to do that, bro. But we don't have nobody. Look at what happened last night when we had when motherfucking Chandler Jones got hurt. Chandler Jones is better than we thought, huh? So as you put Cleveland Farrell's ass out there and told him to sack somebody, found out real quick. Chandler Jones ain't as sorry as we were saying, including me. Yeah. Chandler Jones was at least getting to the quarterback sometime. That motherfucker got to them no time. Okay? We lose fucking Perryman and we put in somebody else, you find out real quick. So that's what it is, bro. Some of these guys shouldn't even be in that position. All right. Espo78 said, watch the Bo documentary 30 for 30. Bo is incredible for a short stint. Dude was a modern marvel. Him and Deion Sanders, man, are the two of the greatest athletes we ever seen. And the thing about those two guys, and I know, like I said, man, it's hard to remember if you don't have a good recollection for you to remember how great Deion was and how Bo was. People don't even understand they played multiple sports. They played two professional sports at the same time. I just saw a highlight, two highlights. Bo and Deion have ran into each other on the football field, and they've ran into each other on the baseball diamond too. Deion always tells his story when he was a freshman at Florida State. He was a freshman at Florida State, starting, true freshman. He said they played Auburn. He said they did a pitch out to Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was in his prime, for Heisman Trophy winner, all that shit. He said they went around the left side. He said that he was on the left. He went around to the left side of his left, which is Deion's right. Deion was the far cornerback on the other side. He said he went to go get him. He goes, I got him. Like, Bo hit the corner, hit the edge. I had to come across the field to get him. He goes, I got Bo. Like he goes, I caught up to Bo. And I seen the play because he was talking about it and they showed the play at the same time. Deion caught up to him, dog, as a freshman. That's how bad of a motherfucker he was. He comes all the way across the field and Bo Jackson got a full head of steam coming around, hitting the fucking edge, and Deion meets him and shit. The problem was when he met Deion, Bo fucking palmed his helmet and did a motherfucking Chandler Jones on his ass and scored the touchdown. That's the first time they met on football field. Then on the baseball diamond, they showed when Deion Sanders was on the Yankees and Bo Jackson was on the Royals. Bo Jackson hit a fucking home run to center field and Deion was in center field. Deion tried to climb the wall to get it and Bo fucking hit that shit way up in the stands. That's Major League Baseball on the highest level, and NCAA's on the highest level. Them two dudes are incredible. Okay? Absolutely incredible, you guys. Those two guys. Salute to Deion and Bo Jackson, man. We ain't gonna never see no guys like that again. Jesse Merle says, man, watch your whole show. I'm like, man, gotta get some sleep, catch up tomorrow. Yeah, get some sleep, Jesse, man. Like I said, 5 hours is a long time, bro. Merry Christmas to Raider Nation. Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm not staying on 5 hours a night. Okay. Tip your bartenders up in here. Get these likes up. Yo Emerson, Yo Shaq, if Mark Davis had kept John Gruden and Henry Ruggs, do you think that our sponsor would have left? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to understand, you can't be in Las Vegas without sponsorships, you guys. This is not Oakland. What sponsorships did they have in Oakland? Murray. Okay. What sponsorships did we have in Oakland? We didn't have nobody, bro. We didn't have nobody. We had Everett Jones in there. What did we have? The games weren't televised and shit. We had blackouts all the time. They had no sponsors, bro. They had the local Chevrolet dealer and shit. They didn't have no money. Mark Davis never had no money, bro, because he didn't have no sponsors. Shit, what better sponsors do you have than Caesar's Palace? Caesar's Palace does all the fucking concessions in there, bro. You got to deal with Caesars. You got to deal with motherfucking MGM Grand. You got skyboxes in there. You got high rollers that are being taken care of in there. You got the casinos buying seats and all that shit. Why do you think we have so many people telling me, Shaq, man, it's a damn shame we don't have all those red. That red is in there, and all that green is in there, and all that blue's in there, because man, the casinos have bought seats and bought that shit. The stadium is sold out, bro. When you're a high roller and you go to the Palazzo and your ass is motherfucking losing 300,000 every time you there, yeah, you gonna fucking be able to go to a game free. Yeah, we'll give you a suite. We got tickets to the Raiders and Niners and shit. Of course. And who doesn't want to go to Vegas? So we're never gonna have home field advantage unless we're winning. Okay? Because the away team is gonna be there. So that's what it is, bro. They're not doing that. Henry Ruggs killed a woman. John Gruden talked about minorities and he talked about LGBTQ people. Do I think that, in my opinion, I've never met John Gruden, but do I think John Gruden's a racist? I don't think he's a racist, but I do think he says some racial jokes. I don't know. I can't speak on the LGBT stuff, but I can say that I don't think that he would be a racist if for him to succeeded with how he did. But like I said, what he said wasn't cool. But why would I want to alienate people in a day where you can get canceled? Shit. If I'm Steve Wynn, I want my hotel packed. That's just me, bro. You fucked up. Okay. Yaya's rolling. Roberts, let's keep Carr till we have his replacement. I agree. Yaya said team evaluations Forbes 22. Raiders are number 9, 5.1 billion. Thank you, Yaya. It's very simple. The Raiders were 32nd before we moved to Vegas. The Raiders were the poorest NFL team in the fucking league. Now we're 9. You think Mark Davis is going to fuck up the apple cart? You wouldn't fuck up. If you were Mark Davis, you wouldn't fuck up. So that's what it's talking about. All these people tell me this, that, and the third. You wouldn't fuck up for an extra $10,000 a year in salary. You wouldn't fuck that off. If your job where you work at right now says, you know what? All you have to do is keep doing what you're doing. We're going to give you a $50,000 a year raise. Your motherfucking ass would be sleeping there. Sleeping. We're talking about billions. Okay? Mark Davis gets paid on anything in that stadium. When Aerosmith was there, he got paid. When me and Bill Holloway met up, my boy Bill, for the draft this year in Vegas, it was off the hook, dog. The draft should be in Vegas every fucking year. It shouldn't be nowhere else, bro. But you got to let these other cities have it. Next year is going to be in Kansas City. Who wants to go to fucking Kansas City? That draft was off the fucking chain. Me and my boy Bill and my boy now Sullivan and shit. We were chilling. Okay, our wives was there. Man, it was off the hook. Okay, that was dope. Mark Davis got paid. Taylor Swift has been is going to pack out the motherfucking Allegiant Stadium. Mark Davis getting paid. The Super Bowl is going to be there next year. Mark Davis getting paid. You think Mark Davis is going to fuck it up for Raider Nation? Why? Why am I going to fuck up what I built? That's Mark Davis's legacy. He was the one that brought the team to Vegas. He was the one that got us the Death Star. He was the one that got the motherfucking league to fucking start doing the gambling shit. That's Mark Davis's legacy, not his dad's. Al Davis's legacy was winning Super Bowls and suing the league and winning and shit. Mark Davis is moving it to Vegas and making it corporate and getting that bag. So if you wouldn't fuck up for 50,000, oh, this is a good ass game. It's tied 113. Shit, 11 seconds left. So that's the answer. Okay, 5.1 billion. Red Tracer Shack. I never messed with anyone from MP either. Nobody, dog. Nobody. Can't nobody we went to high school say that I laid up with them, bro. I was on the other side of town. I was over there fucking around at all them other schools, them West Side schools and shit. I was over there Pioneer. I was over there motherfucking over there on the west side of the town. Santa Clara High. I was over there. I was over there, dog. I was over there by Meridian Quad getting it in. I was on the west side. I was not me, but a lot of cats we went to school with, they was laid up with them same ones, bro. Not me. Wasn't happening. Nope. Joe Gibbs. Thank you, Espo. I couldn't think of his name. Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs. Thank you, you guys. I couldn't think of that guy's name, man. But when Joe Gibbs came back, he wasn't the same guy. Okay. So these guys, once they quit, it's just like if you brought Bill Cowher back. Bill Cowher wouldn't be a good coach. Okay. Steve Gomez said Joe Gibbs was a guy. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Joe Gibbs. You guys got it on. Good looking hunky. I always laugh when I hear that name, man. I'm only saying it because that's your name, bruh. Yeah, I don't want nobody thinking, hey, Shaq saying some shit. Hey, that's the guy's name. Hi, Peter North here, man. Old to retire, man. Watching, love your show. Hey, man, Peter North. Hey, Peter North. Hey, dog. Like I remember talking to you. You said you was old porn star, dog. Hey, dog. Did you ever fuck around with Sika? Remember Sika from the '80s? Sika, Seka, Sika, dog. Ah, hey, man. There's a couple of them, dog. Them old ones and shit. Them love laces and all them, dog. Okay. 4.7 seconds. Yeah, Gibbs, I couldn't think about that. Raiderzilla, what's going on, dog? Sean, what's going on? Chris A says people are not that football smart. Read a comment from someone earlier saying find a better quarterback card would be easy. Wow, I guess finding and starting a quarterback is easy, not with a joke. Like I said, dog, these are the guys who you got the woman of your dreams, and they'll tell you that they can get the same girl you got. I mean, I remember, man. I had a guy, man, that I went to college with, man. He played in the NBA. He played for the Lakers. Who they blocked his shit overtime. Overtime's a good ass game. Anyway, and I had ran into him here in L.A. I hadn't seen him since college. Played for the Lakers. Played for the Warriors. Played for played for the Hornets. And me and my wife, she was my girl at the time. We had been together what, like 3 years already, and yeah, like 3 years. And he was always telling me, man, finding a girl like your girl's easy to find. I was like, really? I was like, let me see you do it. So he finally met this girl, and he started telling me, "Hey, man, I got one too. I got one too." Always telling me he had one, had somebody like my wife. Man, I'm like, I've been with my girl 3 years, dog. Have you? You ain't even been with yours 6 months. Let's see what happens. Like, you can't judge my relationship of 3 years with your relationship of fucking 6 weeks. Like, you got to get to a year and then talk to me. Like, you can't even talk to me till you make a year, bro. Like, you don't even form your mouth to talk to me about you got what I have, and you haven't even made it a year yet. Oh man, it's a wrap. Man, guess what? That motherfucker didn't even make 6 months, bro. 6 months later, she already had another motherfucker, and she had a kid, and he was paying and taking care of the kid, doing all. She got another motherfucker in 6 months, bro. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. When people try to tell you that they can get what you can get, or they can replace something, or it's easy to do, tell them to do it. That's what you tell them, dog. If it's so fucking easy, do it. Why are you telling me it's easy? Show me it's easy. It ain't. It ain't. Like I said before, Derek Carr threw three interceptions last night. Tua Tagovailoa threw three interceptions today. Okay? Tom Brady threw two interceptions today. Russell Wilson threw three interceptions today. Seems like 2 or 3 interceptions is like the norm now. Pretty average. Pretty normal. Okay? So that's what I got to say about that, dog. So they say it's easy. Show me. You can show me better than you can tell me. Esper say, yeah, you were in it for the long haul last night. Yeah, dog. And salute to my wife, man, for fucking showing support, bro. Like, could have easily said, hey, spend time with us. So that's why I was up early this morning. When I got off, I was helping my wife doing what we needed to do. So they're asleep. Still Christmas. Hey, everybody got gifts. She got everything she wanted. Son got toys up the ass, clothes, shoes, motherfucker, everything. Jordans, all kinds of shit. Everybody got hooked up. Raiderzilla, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my brother. JCC, my Raiders lost last night, but glad it wasn't a beatdown like the Broncos. Yeah, but nobody's going to talk about that. They're going to still talk about our game like we really lost by a lot. You know, and then Steeler fans that I know was trying to laugh and talk shit. And I was like, dude, you were due to beat us. You hadn't beat us since 2015. It's been 7 years since you beat the Raiders. 7 years, bro. You think the Raiders was going to have a win streak forever? Okay, you won a game. You guys still ain't shit. We still got you all time 14. We've still beaten you 3 times more than you beaten us. You beat us 1 time in 7 years. You want a fucking cookie? These motherfuckers actually wanted a cookie, dog. Your team is still not in the fucking playoffs. You're not eliminated, but neither are we. Like, it's just funny to me, man. You beat a team you haven't beaten in a long time, and now you're fucking walking around acting like you won a Super Bowl. But hey, that's how it is. Okay. He always says, "Where that red tie dude?" Hey, man, I don't know, dog. Lost Raiders says, "Hell to the no." Y'all got his thumbs up. Tanya says, "I'll be at the game, section 141." I don't know what my seats are yet, Tanya, but we should at least say hi. I'll be there. And, I forgot what my seats are. My seats are good than a motherfucker though. I might be. I know I'm in the ones. I'm pretty sure I'm in the ones. I don't know what my seats. I can't remember what they are, but shit, they're good. Motherfuckers cost. Okay. Raiderzilla. JCC said, I'm 56. I've seen so much with the Raiders. No big deal. Season's on over to the next year. See what happens. Turn it around. Hey, bro, we're in the same age group, bro. We've been to the mountaintop, big dog. We've been to the mountaintop, bro. 77, 81, 83. Best times, bro. Best times. 3 Super Bowls in 6 years. 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. These motherfuckers ain't never been us, bro. And they're mad. They want to sit with us. It's like, dog, you can't sit up here. The thrones are up here, man. You got it. For you to sit up here, you have to be fucking worthy of a throne and shit. You can't pick up Thor's hammer unless you're worthy, bro. You got to be worthy. Y'all seen the fucking end game. The only person who was ever able to pick that fucking shit up was Captain America, bro. Okay, Captain America was the only motherfucker that could hold his hammer and do some shit with it because he was worthy. Outside of Thor, Cap was worthy, bro. Nobody else. And you can't sit up here with us, bro, if you ain't worthy. And a lot of these fans ain't worthy, man, and they want to attack us because we're worthy. But hey, man, us being worthy, there's nothing you can do about it, bro. You could be mad all day. Okay? Not worthy, bro. Okay? But you're worthy, man, because like you're OG. You've been around long enough. Ooh, what a game, man. These guys are balling. Phoenix about to lose. Espo said, this is Joey Chesticle's back off. I'm telling you, last night's live was epic. I think that was the greatest live of all time, dog. That live was off the chain. I mean, there was so much insults, so much shit talking. And when you watch it back, make sure you look at the chat feed. Click out. You'll probably have to look at it on either on your phone or look at it on your desktop and click it so you can see all the comments. There were so many comments that were deleted, and because they were out of they're out of pocket, and like people accuse me of deleting them. Oh, Shaq, you deleted my comment. Nah, dog. YouTube has filters on it, bro. Like all this hate speech shit, ever since all the hate speech shit came to prominence, where people are talking about all with the what really happened was during the pandemic with the Capitol shit. Remember the Capitol riots and all of that? There was so much people saying so much shit, talking about killing people, talking about blowing people up and saying crazy shit that YouTube now has filters on all the fucking chats. Okay? And they pull shit out. And they see something they don't like, they pulling that shit out, bro. They pulling that out. So if you see your shit has been detracted, don't be looking at me, dog. I don't have nothing to do with it. Uh, Black Raider WP said you lived in Palo Alto, so I told you heard of Totally Insane. Oh man, Totally Insane, man. I was in the, I those cats were all over. Okay, East Palo Alto, Oakland, Frisco. Totally Insane was dope, man. You had them. You had 11-5. You had a bunch of them groups, bro. Yeah, Totally Insane was off the hook. They still doing shit. I think one of the guys died from Totally Insane, if I ain't mistaken. I can't think of the brother's name, but I think one of them passed away recently. I think last year he did. But yeah, Totally Insane was gangster, bro. They was off the hook, man. Cool brothers though, but they had a whole clique. Yeah, Totally Insane was off the hook. Bill said, my A's are leaving." Hey man, the A's last of the Mohicans, bro. It's like if Oakland wouldn't do nothing for the Warriors, man, I can understand the Raiders and the A's. I mean, the A's haven't won nothing since what? Since the last time the A's won a championship was what was the '89 earthquake. Remember we had when they were against the Giants and the A's, and we had the earthquake in '89, and it was that was the last time they won anything. Raiders haven't won anything since '81. Okay, fucking Warriors are the Warriors, bro. They won 4 titles. You ain't gonna give them shit. You ain't gonna build them a stadium. Nah. 4 championships didn't get a stadium built for the Warriors. That's why they went back to San Francisco. We out. We out, dog. I left the Bay. You left the Bay. Raider Trey left the Bay. He just barely came back. We left for a reason. It's home, but we left. Okay. Black Raider WP. So many memories of the Oakland car season. I remember when Donald Penn got into it, a fan in the parking lot. I remember hearing about that, dog. I remember him, the Donald Penn situation, dog. Was I still in the Bay then? I think I was. And Donald Penn, they stopped Donald Penn to get his autograph and shit. Next thing you know, Donald Penn is fighting them and shit. I'm like, how do you fight a fucking fan? He lucky that he didn't get shot out there and shit. Donald Penn was kind of a gangster, but he lucky, man. He lucky he didn't run into the right one and shit. As I said, Prime said Bo had that stiff arm. Yeah, you saw that shit. Bo stiffed him out. But shit, man. Bo, the 2 times Dion and Bo met, Bo got the best of Dion on both times. Okay, both times. That damn run for the touchdown and the damn home run he hit the center field, and Dion had that long Jerry curl and shit. And Dion tried to jump the fence, and that shit was gone, bro. Right up center. It was right in Yankee Stadium, right up center field, bro. Kapow, straight center. Dion backed up. He tried to climb that wall. You had to be 30 feet tall to catch that. Wendy Lee. Hey, Wendy. Hey, hi, Matt. The games today were pretty tame, almost sleeping pill. The Rams game, I took a little nap on. Denver, mistake. Yeah, not the greatest fan yet. Hey, Ram fan yet, but it is what it is. You got a good time. Just says, what's up, Raider fan? Jamal Upton, man. You talking about impressing sponsors. Yeah, dog. Yeah. How do you become a top 10 NFL franchise? It's like Drake said, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started out of the bottom, now the whole team's fucking here. How you think you do that? The Raiders were the last. We were the 32nd team in revenue. Now we're worth 5.6 billion, bro. We're number 9 out of 32. How does that happen? Sponsors. Mark Davis isn't selling records out of the trunk of his car no more, dog. There you go. Mark Davis isn't selling CDs on the corner. Mark Davis is a fucking top-notch artist who signed a Universal Music Group and shit. He signed Atlantic. He's got a budget. He's got sponsors. He's got people that are putting money into the team. How do you think he was able to go out and buy a WNBA team? And they won the championship. Mark Davis is eating better than you think. He bought them aces. Them aces won that WNBA. Mark Davis paid. Mark Davis paid, bro. Do yourself a favor. For all the people in Raider Nation had believed that bullshit ass story. Oh, they can't fire Josh McDaniels because they're cash poor. You know who put that out? The guy who put that out, his name is Bill Plaschke. Oh my God! Is that a charge? Yeah. Aaron Gordon just jumped over this dude and dunked on him. Or is it a block? Oh my God, he took off. Wow. That was incredible. You guys need to watch this play right here. Aaron Gordon comes down the feet, block, takes off outside the block, jumps over him, dunks. Yeah, that's a charge, man. He's outside of the lane. You dunked on him, but you charged. That's a charge, bro. And then he fell on him. Yeah, that's a charge, man. He's outside of the circle. Aaron Gordon rolls on his ass, though. Wow. But, yeah, sponsorship, whatever I was talking about. Shit, this basketball game's got me fucked up. 24 seconds left. Phoenix 123, Denver 124. Off the hook. Espo says, even with the history brand like the Raiders, Mark Davis was the owner with the least funds before the Vegas move. Yeah. Yeah, dog, he was broke. They said that Mark Davis was only worth 500 million. Come on, man. 500 million is nothing compared to a Robert Kraft. That's not even $1 billion, bro. It's not $1 billion. You don't own the stadium. You don't own shit. The team, you're fucking selling it off piece by piece to pay people. Mark Davis don't have to do that no more. Gorgon Adams, I remember the game, Big Rumble, or the 49ers being back in the day. Yeah, they canceled Battle of the Bay, man, because of the fights and shit. They got to the point where people are really getting fucked up out there. They started canceling it, bro. It's like, hey, man, we can't do it no more. For a lot of years. Okay? A lot of years. Okay? Henry Newsom said, Trump, a PS4 when the Lambs and Donkeys game was getting out of hand. Patrick watched SpongeBob roasted Russell Wilson. That's true. Peter North, you remember a lady messed with back in the days who went by Blake's mom? BM and shit. Not baby mom, but Blake's mom and shit. Okay. Jamal Upton, I never seen Peter North film, but I know who he be. Really? Really, dog? Peter North is a real one, huh? Man, for real, dog. Hey, man, shit. I would Google you up, Peter North, but I don't want my motherfucking I don't want that shit coming up on my shit. Motherfucker, my wife be looking like, why you looking at porn? I'm like, I ain't looking at no damn porn. I was looking at one of the homies and shit, try to figure that out. That don't even sound good. Jamal says he's a little bit before my time. Yeah, man. Peter North, man, he's a real one, dog. Hey, Pete. Hey, man, you need to sign up on the channel, bro. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We need to have you here because I want to talk about some other shit. See, Peter North is going to open up the door and the gateway to some other subjects. Pete, make sure you sign up if you haven't already, bro. Subscribe, bro. I need to talk to you about some other shit. Okay. Mr. Elmer says, great analogy. I've been with my girl 3 years by your friend has been with his girl for 3 months. He hasn't even been with his girl. The girl left him, dog, and got with somebody else. I'm just telling you how people who don't have what you have think what you have is easy to get. People think that what you have is easy to acquire. And what that shows is they don't have a lot of respect for you if they think that. Like they don't have respect for your for who you are and what you've done. If they think that they can do what you do, they don't respect what you do, which is fine. But if you don't respect what I do, then you have to do what I do. You don't get to motherfucking disrespect what I do and say you could do what I do and not do it. Because I'm the motherfucking say, well, let me see what you can do. Like, that's what it is, dog. Like, don't fucking tell me what I can't, what you can do better than me, or do what I do and not do it. Don't tell me, hey, man, it's easy to get somebody as good as my girl. I've been with mine forever. You know what I'm saying? I married mine. Mine had no kids, nothing. Okay? I didn't marry somebody else's work. Okay? Nobody else's work. My wife was from a whole nother motherfucking part of the country. I could take my wife anywhere. I never had to worry about somebody being in there that been with my wife, dog. Nowhere. Okay? You ain't got to worry about it. All right? I don't have those problems, bro. Okay? I've seen my homies be in situations where their girl, they're getting ready to get into a fight with their ex-man and shit who's at the club and shit. I ain't had that problem, bro, because I didn't fuck around with no girls that had no ex-men that I was fucking with. And if I wasn't taking them nowhere. I'm like, hey, man, I'll be at your house at shit. The club gets out at 1:45, 2 o'clock. We're gonna parking lot pimp for 30 minutes. It's gonna probably take me about 30 minutes to get. I'll be there about 2:45, 3 o'clock in the morning, and by 6 I'm going to my house. I ain't trying to stay over here. Cause you know why? Cause your ex or your baby daddy may come over here and shit. I don't need my motherfucking windows busted. I don't need my car motherfucking keyed and shit. So that's what it is. But anybody who says that they could do what you do or it's easy to do something, just tell them to do it, and that's going to be the end of the argument. Oh man, we can get somebody. Get them, dog. Show me. You're part of the problem. I ain't part of the problem because I didn't say I can get somebody else. I know I can't get nobody better than Derek Carr right now. I know that. That's why I ain't a Kardashian, because I know that the Raiders aren't in position to get nobody better than him at this point. At this point right now, we're stuck with DC for now. We just gave him a big ass fucking contract. He's not playing well enough to trade him. Who wants him? Nobody wants him at that salary. We're stuck with him, dog. Like, that's not what you do. You don't fucking give somebody who you don't want a big ass contract. Oh, they're going to the line. This might go double OT. Death Star, the Raiders eliminated from the playoffs? Not yet. Wendy Lee said San Leandro. Yeah, San Leandro. Hey, Wendy, I was just in San Leandro when I just went back home. I went to San Francisco because every time I'm there, my wife's from the East Coast. So she had never been to San Francisco, so I took her up there before. So every time we go to the Bay, I always take her to San Francisco so we can shop or do whatever. So she could just be there. She takes pictures. Golden Gate Bridge, and their families like all amazed because they ain't never been up there. So on the way back, I said, man, I'm gonna go through Oakland. So I crossed over the Bay Bridge because I hadn't been over the New Bay Bridge. I hadn't driven over it. They redid it, and so driving over the New Bay Bridge, I wanted to do that, and I went to San Leandro because in San Leandro they have a Nike clearance store there. There's only two in the whole state. In California, there's only two Nike clearance stores in the entire state of California. One's in San Leandro and one's up here in LA by Magic Mountain. I go to that one all the time. So I wanted to go in there and check it out. So I stopped at San Leandro by Southland Mall over there, and we went over there and I bought some shit over there because I'm a Nike dude. Espo said, man, Richmond the Rock was an underrated beast of a scorer. Oh man, Rich, oh man, just overshadowed because Sacktown wasn't winning back then. Let me tell you something about Mitch Richmond, bro. Mitch Richmond, man, when they run TMC, bro, when you had Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin, and Mitch Richmond, I used to go to those games all the time, bro, because it wasn't expensive to go to a Warriors game back then. We used to go to them games all the time, man. And Mitch Richmond, there was a time. I remember when I went to, I still got my chicken stuff somewhere. The Bulls and the Warriors in their prime, and Mitch Richmond was motherfucking giving Michael Jordan some work. And the Bulls, and Mitch Richmond was he had fucking skills. He just didn't have the leaping ability of a Jordan, but he was strong as fucking. He was giving Jordan work. Like Jordan had to fucking work. Like he really had to bust his ass to make something happen, bro. Here we go. There we go. Game over. Yeah, don't dunk it. Don't dunk it. Don't dunk it. Game over. It's over. Okay. That was a good ass game. That was a good ass game, you guys. He was about to dunk that shit. Don't dunk it, man. You're gonna be unsportsmanlike. But yeah, bro. Yeah. So yeah, Wendy. I was in San Leandro. Okay. Stephen Gomez, you see the lady that was taunting the Patriots fan at the game, and he kept his composure. Robert Kraft saw the video and invited that fan to his suite. Yeah, the Raiders also offered to invite him something too, but based on what I was told, that was only half of the video. I was told that guy was harassing that lady the entire time. Like before that, he was fucking with her and harassing her. And then at the end, when we won, that's when they showed that. They didn't show the whole video. That's what I was told. Okay. Phoenix, you sorry, dog. You let the motherfucking Denver come back on you guys. You sorry. Y'all sorry to the motherfucker. Raider said, nope, nice block and dunk. Yeah, that shit was off the chain, Raider Trey. I know you're watching it. Bill Howard said, wicked dunk. Absolutely. And Aaron Gordon, this guy right here, the guy that made the dunk, he went to high school with my nephew at Midi. He went to Archbishop Midi High School, you guys. He went to Midi, bro. He's a San Ho kid. Well, yeah, he's a San Jose kid. He went to Archbishop Midi, man. Upton said YouTube done block half my comments on here. Hey dog, you can blame Donald Trump and that old shit. They ain't playing. I don't have no control over it. Now I can go through and review them, but I'd have to wait till after the whole feed is like, I can't go and do it right now because I'm not on a desktop. But they do allow you to let certain things slide, but then I become responsible for them. So if you said something that's extremely out of pocket and I said it, put it on there, that's going to be a strike against me and shit. So hey, if they saying you saying something you shouldn't say, man, you just figure it out. You better start using caricatures or some shit to say what you saying. I don't know. You better figure that out. Better start using them fucking dots or start using them motherfucking asterisks or some shit. I don't know. You better figure it out, dog. Because I'm talking. I don't have to I don't have to type. Aaron Tracy, Aaron Gordon's killing it. Yeah, Aaron Gordon, man, with the high school, my nephew. Red Kingdom. I see you, dog. Jamal Upton says you compared your wife with Derek Carr. Who compared his wife with Derek Carr? I didn't compare my wife to Derek Carr, man. Don't do that, dog. I didn't do that at all. Okay. Come on, bro. I don't like that shit. I didn't do any of the sort. I'm just telling you what somebody said in regards to you doing something they're not doing. Man, I'm not even gonna explain because I'm gonna get pissed off, dog. Because you're trying to say something I didn't say. Okay, and why would I do that?
Chris Jones says, "What's up? Merry Christmas." I'm kind of in that boat. Yeah, I understand that. Wendy Lee said, "Loved it back there in the day, ready to hang out." Yeah, over there, at Ricky's, Hyatt Ricky's. I never been to Hyatt Ricky's. That's one thing I haven't done. I've never been. I never went to Hyatt Ricky's, bro. Wendy. I used to always hear about it, but I never went because I was always somewhere else. I was always somewhere else. I was all when the Renegades came on. I was always like, hey, somebody inviting me over, making me some fried chicken and some shit, cooking for me something. I'm going and doing that. There wasn't no Netflix. It was Raiders and Chill. I'm going over there. I ain't going to Hyatt Ricky's, man. Why go over there when I can go over here? Okay. A lot more better over there. The T says, you got about Vacaville outlets. Yeah, Nike store. Yeah, but that's way up there, man. Vacaville's far as motherfucker, dog. That's that shit going up towards Sac. That's far as fuck, bro. I'll go down to the Gilroy outlets before I go all the way up there. That shit's far. Gilroy's only 30 minutes, like 30 miles away from fucking San Jose. I go down there. I'm not driving all the way up to Vacaville. Far as fuck. I mean, that's far up there. I had a former friend that lived all the way up in Vacaville. Shit, you got to go all the way past Fairfield and all that shit to get the way up there. They're showing Tagliavola throwing interceptions and shit. Okay, they're throwing those motherfuckers throwing interceptions. Okay, but he did throw that touchdown pass though to motherfucking Jalen Waddle. They said Jalen Waddle was running 21.68 miles per hour, the fastest top speed of any wide receiver, faster than Tyreek Hill. He might be faster than Tyreek Hill. Raider Trey said Mitty. Yeah, he went to Mitty, bro. Archbishop Mitty, and he went to Arizona. He also, Aaron Gordon also, I think that he used to, he used to date Mikey T's daughter, Mike Tahero. I think that was they dated in high school or something like that, or college or something. You know, because Mike Tahero's daughters went to Mitty too. He know my nephew. Okay, yeah, he went to Mitty. Is that it, you guys? Shit, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But yeah, they're showing Tungley Evola throwing interceptions, but he did throw a couple of touchdown passes, one to Tyreek Hill and one to Jalen Waddle. But they start throwing those picks. Espo said Chris Jackson was Steph before Steph all day. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, bad boy, bro. And you remember he played with Shaq and he played with Shaquille O'Neal in LSU. And I don't know if you guys have seen that show, Shaq on Showtime. And but he was talking about how Chris Jackson at the time was just he was nasty, bro. But like I said, man, when you don't get along and you don't go along to get along, remember when he stopped standing for the national anthem? He was doing that years before everybody was talking about Colin Kaepernick, and David Stern was threatening him and shit. And he told him, "Hey, man, can I just stand there and just pray?" It's like, yeah, you can stand there and pray, dog, but we ain't doing this other shit. And that's what it was. But he was a bad boy, dog. Chris Jackson was bad. Matter of fact, man, I saw him in the Big Three, bro. With Ice Cube shit, he was still fucking killing them. Espo, he was killing them in that. He still was fucking had a smooth ass jumper. I'm like, damn, man, these guys, man, you're that good where you're 50 something years old and you're still fucking playing like that. He was killing them in the Big Three. He was almost blackballed. Yeah, he was, dog. He was all great, killing them. He was killing them, dog. Bad boy, dog. Absolutely. Yeah, he was a bad boy, man. That Denver team was something else, man. They had some ballers on that Denver team. That was before Carmelo and all those dudes. They they had a pretty good team. They had him. They had LaFonso Ellis. Like I talk anything, bro. As you can see, I'm talking NBA about a team that nobody even knows. That I'm not even a fan of the Nuggets, but I fucking watched enough basketball. They had LaFonso Ellis. They had Dikembe Mutombo. They had Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Who else did they have on that fucking team? Who else did they have on that motherfucking team? There's somebody I'm forgetting. But they had a pretty good team, dog. Pretty good team. Okay. We got A-Rod on here. Aaron Rodgers on here. Aaron Rodgers, he happy today because he won and shit. Okay. Robert Pack, yeah. Ooh, Robert Pack used to dunk on motherfuckers. I remember Robert Pack was in the dunk contest, bro. Robert Pack was like my height, 6'1", 6'2". He had fucking leaps. And he did good in the dunk contest and shit. He was just too small to win it. But Robert Pack, LaFonso Ellis, see, I did all that before you posted it. Black Raider said Shanti's from Palo Alto too, right? Yeah, Shanti. Shanti's still rhyming. Bunch of cats, man, from that area. East Palo Alto area, Menlo Park, all those guys. Shanti, Totally Insane. Who was from that area? C Funk, my boy C Funk, who goes by Prozac. He's from East Palo Alto. Bunch of them cats, man. I knew all them dudes, man. Knew all them guys. I used to be in East Palo Alto all the time, bro. All the time. Espo said Pack was a nice in-game dunker. He was always dunking on people, dog. He was like Baron Davis before Baron Davis. He was like Baron Davis before Baron Davis. Baron Davis, B. Diddy was like a Robert Pack, man. Robert Pack was smaller than B. Diddy, but he would mash on you. Yeah, he caught one on Sean Kemp. He did dunk on Sean Kemp. I was rolling. Okay. Steven Gomez said Denver was 8-seeded with Mutombo, who was upset of the Seattle Supersonics. See, now we're talking about other shit. That's why it's Matthew Shotgun Filtered. We talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Yeah, I remember that, dog. That's back when they played against them. Who did they have on that team? They had Dale Ellis. The Supersonics had Dale Ellis. They had Dale Ellis. Was it Deadlift Shrimp? Did they have Deadlift Shrimp still then? Bunch of cat. No, I think not. Deadlift Shrimp was before that. Who did they have? They had GP, Gary Payton, Kemp. What was it? What was the other guys on the other side's name? Nah, Xavier McDaniel had already left and already went to the Knicks at that time. But yeah, Seattle had a good ass team too. Espo said, but T-Bib was a gun to ground crying. Yep, he was. I remember that shit. Black Raider said, I like Michael Finley. Yeah, when Michael Finley was with Dallas. And Michael Finley, man, he was a guy who was good for a short period of time until he started getting hurt, bro. But that's when they had him, Steve Nash. This was before they had Michael Finley was there after the Jays were there. He was there after Jamal what was his name? Jim Jackson, motherfucking Jason Kidd, and Jamal, what's his name? Can't think of his name right now. Can't think of his name. So yeah, those were good. Those were good teams too. Dale Ellis is one of the coldest shooters. He was absolutely cold, bro. Dale Ellis was what's his name? He was Jesus Shuttlesworth before Jesus Shuttlesworth and shit. He was Ray Allen before Ray Allen. Remember when Ray Allen was on the Milwaukee Bucks? He was a guy that was dunking all over everybody. Ray Allen used to dunk on everybody, bro. He used to dunk on everybody. But then when he got to the Seattle Supersonics, he became a shooter. He became a shooter, bro. And yeah, Dale Ellis was him before him, dog. Dale Ellis was a monster. Okay. Dale Ellis Shrimp, yeah, Perkins, yep, Nate McMillan, Mashburn, yeah, Jamal Mashburn. I couldn't think of Mashburn's name. Yeah, Mashburn, yeah, Jamal Mashburn, shit. Jamal Mashburn, man, I used to like watching the 3Js, man, but they was too busy fighting over Tony Braxton, dog. All three of them dudes was fighting over Tony Braxton, bro. Tony Braxton didn't let none of them hit. All three of them was fighting over her, bro. I'm like, come on, man. It was bad, bro. Okay. Espo said a really good player / compliment was Sean Elliott. Yeah, Sean Elliott. Man, my boy looked like Sean Elliott. We used to call him Sean Elliott, man, when he was with with Arizona, when it was him. Who did they have? Mike Bibby, Miles. What was his name? Miles would I can't think of that dude's name. He won the MVP that year. But yeah, man, Sean Elliott was a monster, bro. They had Lute Olson was their head coach at Arizona. Lute Olson, man, I remember Lute Olson and shit. Like, well, I don't know why I know all of this, but I do. I remember everything. Black and silver, yes sir. Espo said they was trying to fight over Tony. Yep, they was fight over Tony Braxton. Man, Tony Braxton wasn't showing them no love. Tony Braxton was like, yeah, I'm Tony Braxton and shit. Tony Braxton like, yeah, I'm Tony Braxton and shit. But I ain't tripping off of you. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny, them motherfucker up. So yeah, they're fighting over Tony Braxton. Miles Simon, yes, thank you, Steve. I couldn't think of his last name, but you see, I know what I'm talking about, dog. I don't got no internet, nothing open. I'm on the live, bro, looking at you guys. It's all in here. I might not know the whole name, but I'm gonna get the first name right. I'm gonna get the first name or the last name, and you guys fill in the blanks. But I do not. Miles Simon was a monster. I thought Miles Simon was gonna be super good, and he got in the pros and was trash. Miles Simon was trash, bro. He didn't even start when he got in the league and shit. He didn't even start, bro. I'm like, man, some of them guys, man. Black Raider WP said, "Man, y'all taking me back to the NBA Jam game. Yeah, man, shit. Let's go back, dog. NBA Jam games, dog. We had I always played. I hated playing the Bulls because of course, Jordan wasn't on it because you'd have Scottie Pippen and you'd have to pick some like a Horace Grant and shit. You couldn't get nothing done with them two dudes. So I always picked. When I played NBA Jam back in the days, I always picked the Hornets, man. I was Larry Johnson and Kendall Gill. I used to fuck motherfuckers up on that shit, dog. I mean, because Kendall Gill could hit threes and Larry Johnson was dunking on the motherfucker, dog. And so was Kendall Gill. So I used to kill him like that, bro. Kill him. Okay. That's what I remember when O'Bannon was killing it at UCLA. Yeah, man. Ed O'Bannon and his brother, bro. Yeah, they changed the game, man. Ed O'Bannon and them, they were the reason why all these players are getting paid now. Because they sued the NCAA because they were getting paid off the video games. NCAA was putting their real names on the video games, and they weren't letting them do anything and shit. And not no more. Now these players are getting contracts and shit. They're getting paid now, dog. Shit. LeBron's son his youngest son just signed a $5 million deal with his sports brand, and Bronny's got a $10 million deal. It's off the hook. JD said, "Who was the best short dunker? You guys, Sport Webb or Nate Robinson?" Let me think. I think Spud Webb was a better dunker than Nate because Spud was shorter. But who else was short that would dunk like that? I say Spud was, but he was only good for 1 year, man. Spud got a knee injury; he couldn't really do a jump anymore. When you talk about short dudes, you're talking about guys that are really like under 6 foot to me. But when you guys like that are like 6'4" and under that were really good dunkers. But I had to give it to Spud because Spud was shorter. Spud was 5'7", and I think Nate was like 5'9". So Nate was 2 inches taller than Spud. So I give it to him. Black Raiders said Jordan had his own game called Chaos in the Windy City, where nobody else could use his likeness. Yeah, because Jordan was smart. Jordan was the first player to ever say, "Hey, man, you can't use my face and get paid, and me get paid pennies. Fuck that. I ain't signing it." Every other player was like, "Hey, it's just standard fare, bro." That's like you walking into a job and they're telling you, "Hey, well, you know what? You're going to be working mandatory overtime and shit. If we ask you to, you need to work." And oh shit, Dirk Nowitzki's statue is dope. They got him doing that leaner. That shit is fat. But and then you say, "Well, you know what? I'm not working mandatory overtime," and they say, "Okay." Everybody at the job's not gonna like you, bro. They ain't gonna like you because you said you ain't doing something and they letting you not do it. Jordan said, "I'm not doing it." It's like, you can't do that. Yes, I can. It's my likeness. Once he did it, then Patrick Ewing did it, and then all these other players did it. You know. Jamal said, "I was just playing on Derek. You don't play with nobody's wife, bro. Like I don't, there's some things, kids and wives, man. Like you can't do that one, dog. Like yeah, that's just not good, bro." Okay. Espo said another score. Michael Adams. Michael Adams. Yeah, he was on the. He was on the. He was on the Nuggets too. Okay. Earl Borkins was cool, but Earl wasn't. Earl was just. He was just a guy who was like coming off the bench kind of cat. Like Ray said, have you ever heard about Romeo Miller suing his dad for money owed to him? From what I heard, he's not suing him. I heard that he actually signed, got his checks coming to him now. What I heard was Master P had the rap snacks, and for like 15 years, and he wasn't getting the money because the deal was going through Master P. So that's like you working for a company, and your dad is getting the checks. The checks are coming through your dad, and then your dad has to pay you type shit. Like that's just bad. That's just bad business all the way around, you know. And showing LeBron right now. Okay, well, LeBron just gonna get his points, and that's it. Man, they ain't gonna do shit. Oldest person to score 30 points on Christmas Day. Well, shit, motherfucker, 100 years old. But anyway, so what I was told that his dad wasn't giving him his money. Okay. What grown man, I mean, shit, Romeo Miller is not a little kid anymore. He looks a little kid, but he's 30, he's in his 30s and he's married. I mean, he got kids and she got his own family. It's like, man, I'm not going to keep coming to my dad asking me for my money, dog. Like, so he went to the company, and the company is now just paying him direct. And that's what I was told. Stephen Gomez, another player with Muggsy Bogues. Yeah, Muggsy Bogues, man. Muggsy Bogues was a monster. Muggsy Bogues actually went to Dunbar High School in my wife's hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. Shit, they had David Wingate. They had all these guys that went to Georgetown and like some of the best basketball players, high school teams of all time. Man, straight in the hood, man. I mean, straight in the hood. Shit, I'm like, okay. Yeah, the Bullets. Jamal said Romeo Miller tried to attach himself to DeRozan at USC. The scoring ability didn't run off on Romeo, though. Hey, man, I heard that his younger brother Hersey's pretty good. The one said Dunbar, that's Vernon Davis' school. Yeah, man. Yeah, Baltimore. Espo said download the Fort the Davis boys. Yeah, man. Dale Davis and Anthony Davis. I know everything, bro. I know everything. We're talking basketball. I'm talking just as good of basketball as football. Yeah, them Davis boys was something else, boy. Yeah, them Davis boys was a monsters, man. Damn Reggie Miller, motherfucking shit. The shit, Deadlift Shrimp was over there too. Man, they was beasting over there, dog. Nate McMillan was on that team. Like a lot of not Nate McMillan wasn't on the Pacers. They had Mark Jackson. Remember when Mark Jackson was the point guard? Mark Jackson. Larry Bird was the fucking coach. Some good shit, dog. See, we're talking basketball now. Dr. motherfucking Van. What's up, Doc? Y'all got y'all asses shellacked today, Doc. you motherfuckers. You remember you were talking about that nigga Baker Mayfield and shit and how he was fucking the Raiders up? Join the club. He didn't beat us like that, though. He beat you guys into a pulp, bro. All right. Espo says Hersey Hawkins. Yeah, man, Hersey Hawkins was with the Sixers before that, dog. He was a scorer. Hersey could light it up. Jimmy, Smits. Jamal said Dillon was my guy. Dillon Schmidt was the guy was the white dude. Him and Tom Chambers would dunk on all these brothers all day. Dunk on them and shit. Bill Hollis had to get some leftovers. What I missed. We're talking basketball now, Bill. Next thing you know, you're gonna have me talking hockey. Okay. You know I'm still working on my hockey shit. Gomez said Austin Crozier was a good shooter. He was a good shooter on that team. The Pacers. Who else did you have that was good on that team? We of course you had Reggie Miller. Didn't crazy ass what was the dude that blew in LeBron's ear and shit? What was that fool's name? The guy that blew in LeBron's ear and shit. What was that fool's name, man? I think he played for them too. Andrew Toney for the Sixers, yeah. Dr. Vance, I missed more than half that game. Yeah, whatever, Doc. You didn't miss more than half that game. You saw your team getting their asses whooped is what you saw, bro. Joel said Al Harrington, yeah, Jalen Rose, Travis Best. I like Travis Best, little left-handed point guard. Petrovic, yeah, over there was oh man, Drazen Petrovic. Man, I was watching on some highlights. Jordan Petrovic used to talk shit to Jordan. Like there was a couple of dudes, man, who just didn't fucking care. And Petrovic used, and Michael Jordan said he was tough too. Petrovic used to talk shit to Jordan. Talk shit to him, dog. Okay. Lance Stevenson. Yeah, Lance Stevenson. Yeah, Lance Stevenson. God blew him his ear and shit. Dr. Van X-Men stuff parties. I've been busy. That's why I late. Yeah, yeah. I know you've been doing your thug dizzle, man, but you didn't. Don't act like you didn't flip on your phone and look at that score and shit, and saw Baker Mayfield was fucking baking cookies on your team and shit. Dr. Van Baker Mayfield was fucking baking fucking pastries on your fucking team today and shit. He was fucking killing you guys, bro. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Ball handlers like Kyrie, Kenny Anderson. Kenny Anderson, one of my boys. I got some boys that are from Brooklyn, and they used to tell me Kenny Anderson was like a god to them, dog. Them New York basketball players like Lamar Odom, what's his name? Sebastian Telfair. Who else out of there? It was a couple of other these guys that are from the Bronx and Brooklyn and shit. They worship me, but Kenny was the man. Kenny was the man, dog. Okay, he was it. All right. Bill always said, "Go Sharks, yes sir." Bill always said, "Dr. Vest, I recorded the beatdown. I watched the beatdown. Shit, you better watch it with a strong alcoholic beverage and shit. Okay, y'all got y'all asses beat." Black Raider said I was huge Reggie Miller fan back in the days. I wish they would have beat the Bulls back in '98. I mean, they were close, bro. They were close. They had everything. But that motherfucker 23 dude, man, 23 wasn't having it. Okay, 23 wasn't having it. Dr. Red said, watch the first time they wanted to be on vacation. Yeah, well, they need to hurry up and get that happen. Jamal Upton said Kenny Anderson had all the handle. Sham God, yeah, Sham God, man. Sham God. What's the other guy's name that played there, dog? That he got killed, man. What was his name, man? He was a bad boy, man, but he got killed in the drug game. Can't think of his name, but he got killed in the drug game. He became a drug dealer and shit. But he was a good basketball player too, man. He was with those cats. Telfair, yeah. Marbury, Starberry. Vlad Divac video fall out of Croatia. Talked about how close he used to be to Petrovic. Drazen Petrovic was a fucking monster. I mean, that Nets team, all they really had was him, Derek Coleman, and Kenny Anderson. Kenny Anderson was on that Nets team. Petrovic was fucking killing him, dog. Petrovic used to always talk shit to Jordan, dog. Like, he was not fearful of Michael Jordan. Okay. Dr. Van said, who looked better with the backup last week when I went to the game? Should have sat Russ another week. Yeah, man. Russ is getting a big ass check, man. Russ don't care if you sit him, dog. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about all of that shit. You don't got to worry about none of that. All right, hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Mark Price. I had one of my high school teammates, man. He modeled himself after Mark Price. And when I played college basketball for 1 year, I had number 21 and I wanted number 21 and he had number 21. So he said, all right, Shaq, we're going to do free throws. We're going to shoot free throws. Free throws, whoever shoots the most free throws out of 10 gets it. And I'm like, fuck. Because this guy's fucking Mark Price of shit. He modeled his entire game after Mark Price. So, man, we did the free throws and shit. This motherfucker made 10 out of 10. I think I made like 8 out of 10. And he was like, don't worry, Shaq, I'm going to give you the number because I want Mark Price's number. So I wound up getting my number my number is 21. I wound up getting my number because he wanted Mark Price's number and shit. I'm like, I'm glad you like Mark Price and shit because I couldn't fucking shoot free throws like that. My motherfucker made 10 out of 10 and shit. That's what he used to do. I was like, okay, man, shit. I'm trying to get a 3-point play and shit. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to motherfucking sit up here and shoot free throws and shit.
Okay. Mark Price was a monster. Dr. Vance, at least we get the Nugs and the Avs. Yeah, the Nuggets got busy tonight. And like I said, Dr. Van, we just were watching that game when we were on here. Um, Aaron Gordon went to high school with my nephew, bro. He's from Archbishop Mitty High School, man. Went to high school with my nephew. Okay, played on the same basketball team too. Jamal said, "I remember watching Price at the end of for the Magic. Yeah, yeah, he was a bad boy. You remember the Mouse in the Palace? Of course I did, man. Shit, Ron Artest was knocking motherfuckers out, dog. He was knocking niggas out. Kakaya! Shit, and threw that water on him and shit. When Ron Artest was laying on the motherfucking scores table, and if somebody threw that fucking drink on his ass, that nigga went crazy. Okay, I bet he did damage for the Cavs. He did. That's back when Ron Harper used to be somebody used to dunk on motherfuckers too. But by the time he got to the Bulls, he didn't have his legs no more. Dr. Vance, I heard Rush got benched. Yeah, from what I was told, I heard that too. Glenn Rice, Ramil Robinson. Yeah, man, shit. You're talking about all the Michigan cats before the Fab Four, Fab Five, I should say. You're talking about them. Shit, I can go to Michigan State. You got Mateen Cleaves. Shit, you got a whole bunch of dudes. Glenn Rice was a monster. Henry Newsom said Len Bias. Man, them Michigan, North Carolina games used to be on ESPN, bro. Len Bias was giving Jordan work. Like, he was bad as motherfucker, dog. He was bad as motherfucker. Him and Jordan were going at. They never guarded each other really though, but Len Bias would get an alley oop dunk. It seemed like Len Bias could jump way higher than Jordan back in them days. Man, Jordan could be Jordan, but Len Bias was fucking like Dominique Wilkins out there. He was killing them, man. Stacey Ogman, man. Yeah, Stacey Ogman was the man. You talk about UNLV, man. I remember when I was in college, man. UNLV came to my college, San Jose State, dog, in their prime. You couldn't even get in our stadium. Our stadium only held like about 6,000 people, and everybody was using all their connects to get in the game and shit. Man, Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, um, motherfucking Greg Anthony. Who else was on that fucking team? They were killing us, bro. They beat. I think they beat the San Jose State Spartans. I think it was like 160 something to like 80 something. They beat the fuck out of that. I mean, they won by 80, bro. They won by 80. They were that good. Espo said Hank Gathers. Yeah, Hank Gathers was that's a tragedy too. Up to 17 Cleaves. Yep. Mateen Cleaves, bro. T Cleaves. And then Cleaves got caught up with them hoes and shit. I'm like, these motherfuckers is always getting caught up with a bitch, bro. Fucking up their career over a bitch, man. Look at Tory Lanez and shit. Like, all that over some ass, man. But you were fucking around with ass that everybody fucked around with. That's the problem. Like, shit. When my son get old enough, I'm gonna be like, look, dog, don't fuck around with no girls, man, that's in your proximity, man. Don't even fuck with them. Because that's gonna fuck you up. Don't fuck around with no girls from the set. Don't fuck around no girls with the school. You always date somebody from somewhere else. You don't fuck around because that's how you get set up and shit. And Tory Lane's ass gonna do prison for a long time because he was fucking around with somebody who was fucking around with a bunch of people who he knew too. Plus he was fucking around with the home girl. So yeah, it's all bad. See, because man, Ogden Johnson, Anthony would have played with UNLV. Yeah, man, one of my boys, who just passed away this year, man. Um, he got recruited by UNLV during them times, man, but he had a drinking problem and shit. And he wound up flunking out. Espo said Glenn Robinson was damn near unstoppable. Yeah, he was. Yeah, big dog. You talk about what's the name that played for the Glenn Robinson. Yeah, Glenn Robinson. Yeah, the dog, man, big dog. Yeah, his son Glenn Robinson Jr. is pretty good. He's all right. Sean Kemp's son is okay. Bunch of these guys. Um, yeah, man. Shit. I remember Ben Baker that used to play with the motherfucker that played with big dog Glenn Robinson. He's somebody who played good for a while till he got caught up with drugs and females and shit. Like, this motherfucker was stupid.
And he said Anthony plays Cole Anthony. Yeah, Cole Anthony's tight. They tell me I remember the Knicks used to play the Bulls tough. Yeah, they did. Cole Anthony, Hank Gathers, Bo Kimball. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, that was bad. Espo to 90 Bulls. Dr. Van said the Kimbe. Yeah, man. Yeah, Kimbe was the man, dog. Mount Matumbo. Mount Matumbo and shit. Yeah. Espo said Mateen Cleaves got caught up by Blayton's Baba. Exactly. Uh, Purdue, Ben Baker had a drinking problem too. Like I said, man, my boy, man, rest in peace. He just passed away, dog. He had a full ride. He was averaging. His name was Damon O'Bannon, and he led the entire state in scoring. Man, he was averaging like 28 a game. Small little shifty guard. He was averaging 28 a game. He was killing everybody. And he had a full ride to UNLV with the Tark. He was about to be playing with them cats, but he had a drinking problem, dog. Just drinking problems out of pocket. He said Vin Baker runs a Starbucks now. That's good. That's good business. Dave Sasula, Showtime was the best, and I actually found used to love Dr. J. Dr. J, my favorite basketball player, bro. Opposite O'Bannon brothers, yep. Sam Grady was a speed demon. Yeah, man. One of my boys, Willie Galt, man. Willie Galt from the Raiders, man, is one of my boys. And it was used to be they had that. It was him when Willie was with the Raiders. He got a picture of him standing with Al Davis. Him, Sam Grady, James Jett, and who was the other dude? Willie, Grady, James Jett, and somebody else. I can't remember who else was in the picture. He said, "Yeah, Willie Galt's my boy, dog. Yeah, Willie Galt's my boy." Yeah, straight speed. Jamal just said my favorite team was Jason Capono, Earl Watson. Yeah, man, Earl Watson, man, Earl Watson got game. Do you know Earl Watson was dating Joy Taylor and shit? Earl Watson was knocking down Joy Taylor, dog, from motherfucking Colin Coward and shit. I was like, damn, dog, he was hitting that. He was hitting that shit. Earl Watson had game. Yeah, Alexander Wright. Yeah, I could think of another guy, man. Jerome Masso. Yeah, Rocket Ishmael. Shit, man. Raiders. We had nothing but speed. We had monsters, bro. Jacoby Ford. Man, we had motherfuckers. A lot of these Raider fans don't even know who we're talking about. You say Jacoby Ford, they don't know who you're talking about. You say Napoleon Kaufman, they don't know who you're talking about, bro. You say motherfucking Jerry Porter, they don't know these guys, man. They don't remember Lewis Murphy. These motherfuckers don't remember these dudes, dog. They don't remember Darius Haywood Bay. Darius Haywood Bay. These Raider fans don't know these guys' names, dog. Hey, Jacoby Ford, man. Monster. Billy Knight. Jacoby Ford was just put in the news. Oh, for what? What happened to Jacoby Ford in the news? Napoleon Kaufman, Darius Haywood Bay. Yeah, you always talk about him. Saunders. We had some bad boys, bro. We had some speed, man. We had some fucking speed. And we had some speed, man. Shit. Not counting Moss, one of the fastest receivers all time. He decided to fucking alligator arm balls and shit. Yeah, Darius Haywood Bay could catch a cold though. He couldn't catch no football, but he can catch a cold. There's others. We are books. That's right. Ronald Curry. Yeah, Ronald Curry. Ruggs. Jacoby Ford said he would dominate. He played for the trade. Yeah, he would. He would, dog. He would. I remember Ronald Curry, because he played with UC, he played for UNC. He played for Carolina. He actually was a pretty good basketball player. Pretty good basketball player. Jerry Porter. Yeah, Porter. Yeah, Joey Porter. Joey Porter, his ass was on the Steelers. Jerry Porter. Yep, I remember he played for UNC. Yep, Porter was good for a few. Yeah, but he didn't get along with Gruden, man. He hated John Gruden. He's kind of lazy, man. He was good for a while. He got kind of lazy. You know. Yeah. Well, all right, you guys, man. Shit. Chris Jones says it wasn't a career quarterback first. Yes, he was, but you know, it didn't translate over to pros because he wasn't going to be that good. And talking about Anthony Smith, there was a bunch of dudes, man. They were in trouble. Anthony Smith, he wound up being in big trouble when he was with the Raiders. What are your thoughts on Jamarcus Russell? We're talking about his time with the Raiders. That was last year, or was it earlier this year? I actually listened to that whole interview, man. It made me think a lot better, a lot better understanding of stuff. But a lot of the stuff he said was excuses. Like a lot of the stuff was in his control. So, it is what it is. A lot of it was in his control. But it was good that I listened to it. A lot of Raider fans ain't listening to it because they just want to, you know, hate him just to hate him. Shit. Your mom said he just decided to be lazy. Hey, well, that's his career. He only played in the league 3 years. He did have a cannon, but he also had a cannon full of lean too. Shit, that motherfucker had a cannon full of lean as well. Yeah, he was blaming everybody else, but so be it. He got his money. He paid the price for it. You're out of the league at 24, bro. Never to return. Yeah, he was getting a cannon full of lean. That's right. My motherfucker, all he did was drink out of a red cup and shit like he was a rapper. Like, you guys ain't Lil Wayne, man. Gonna cut it out. Yeah, Fabian Washington, there was a bunch of dudes we had him, dog. Fast. They were fast as shit. Shit, we had a bunch of fast dudes, man. That's all they were fast. All right. Well, all right, you guys, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, you guys, man. Like I said, I ain't doing no 5 hours a night. It ain't happening, dog. I've already been on here 2.5. I got to shut it down. I'm gonna answer 2 more questions and I'm out of here. Up 10 said Russell could throw 70 yards from his knees. No, that ain't reportedly. I seen it. Espo said Terry McDaniels. I love Terry McDaniels, dog. I miss that guy. All right, y'all, man. I'm gonna shut it down, dog. Take my ass to bed, and let's chop it up tomorrow, Monday Night Football, man. Let's get ready, man. Let's see what these other teams do. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Get some rest, man. Merry Christmas to you guys, man. Happy holidays to everybody. I'm at the check unfiltered.